creatures. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Blade Runner 2037. I almost forgot what year it was. I know, what a great start. My name's Fiona. I'm going to be your game runner for this chapter 2. We'll go quickly around the circle, around the horn, to just quickly introduce ourselves. I'm going to throw over to Lowri. Come and introduce yourself for the thing. And how are you feeling about this case so far?
Oh, hello. I'm Lowri, she, her. I'm playing Percival, aka Percy, he, him. I think I and Percy are both feeling good about this. We've got some good clues, we've got some things to follow up.
Yeah.
And excited about that. I'll
Amazing.
throw to Emily, who is below me on the screen.
Well, screen. I'm above you on the overlay. So hello. Hello, I'm Emily. I'm one of the RPGeeks. I use she, her pronouns, as does Fenna, who is a replicant. And she's feeling interesting about this case. She's not happy. But also she's a replicant, so does she have emotions?
No.
Who's to say?
She's fine.
Of course not.
Neutral,
no emotions.
not everything.
Absolutely stone cold neutral. That's what we're
That's
going
right.
with.
Yep,
And I'm yep, 100%. Oh, who's that voice? Is it Shamini Bundell?
No, it's not. It's me, Shamini Bundell, scoffing down chocolate. God, I love chocolate. I use she, her pronouns. I'm one of the RP Geeks. I'm a chocoholic, and I'm playing Olsen. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm a bit scared I might get fired, but probably not. It's probably good fun.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Why don't you throw to someone else, Shamini?
Oh yeah, Folarin.
Hello. You know that everything's fine when someone repeatedly says that everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine. Everything is fine. I'm Folarin. I use he, him pronouns, as does my character Willis Jefferson, who is a human Blade Runner, and he is sort of in a familiar soup of nihilistic laser focus in the sense that he is drowning because he is always drowning, because there are always machinations that he can barely wrap his head around, and that is just the way of the world.
Okay. You're living the film noir life. Cool.
Okay. Trying.
Yeah.
And I think I need to throw to Tilly.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Tilly, she, her. I am playing the role of Mel Fletcher, a very cool cop who is from what state of America? We don't know.
Hey, we're not naming states.
Los Angeles. Los Angeles.
No.
It's the
Fiona,
future.
we're
Not the way I
in
was playing her, Fiona.
Los
No.
Angeles.
We're in Los Angeles, but I don't know.
She could be from anywhere.
She's
Yeah.
been around, I think.
Mhm.
People
and
travel.
People travel. She could be travelled.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's feeling good about this case. She's enjoying being on the beat and talking to people. I think that's what she
Yeah.
likes about it.
One last job, right? That's,
One last job, and then it's pottery class.
Yeah, pottery class.
Oh, I don't
Look.
want anything to happen to Mel.
Well, with all that out of the way, let's get started. So hello and welcome, humans and replicants alike, in this, our second chapter of Blade Runner 2037. Blade Runner RPG is a science fiction tabletop role-playing game based on the film franchise of the same name. It is published by Free League. Our players here, as we've sort of quickly described, they are taking on the roles of Blade Runners, employed by the Los Angeles Police Department's Rep Detect Unit, who are tasked with investigating replicant activity and related crimes. Blade Runner showcases an evocative world full of conflicts and contrasts. It is a neo-noir wonderland that will take away your breath one way or another. There will be sci-fi action, character drama, corporate intrigue, moral conflict, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of soul-searching added to the mix. But as always, it goes without saying, just like the original films, the books, all the graphic novels, Blade Runner deals with some dark and mature themes, which we're going to get quite stuck into this session. The stories we tell may be violent, distressing, and may raise issues related to personal morals. Certainly, I appreciate there's a lot going on in the world right now, the real world, that is, which can be seen reflected in the scenarios we're about to play. But know that we, the players, have our safety tools in effect, and we have checked in quickly before the session. But I want to give you out there, the viewers, the watchers, those hidden replicants, shall we say, permission to step away from our story should you need to. As we always say, you are more important than the story we tell or the dice that we roll. finally, we are using the Electric Dreams starter set scenario before we begin. I've made a couple of changes to the story just to suit this table, but those who have seen it or played it before, or maybe seen it on some other AP channel, I don't think who that could be. I'm just going to ask you up top not to put any spoilers in the chat. Let's keep the secrets of the case for our Blade Runners to find them and solve them in the game. That'll be really cool of you. Final thing, like Columbo, the main mechanic I want you guys to remember is that whenever a character wants to do something that's considered challenging, I'm going to ask you for a roll that will contain one of your attributes and a skill associated with it. You're going to roll at least 2 base die, and the result on each die will determine the number of successes you will get. A 6 and above is 1 success, and a 10 or above is 2 successes. More often than not, we only need 1 success to pass the test. As always, there's going to be opportunities to maybe get some more successes, maybe spending some promotion points, some money, maybe even pushing the roll, in which a player can re-roll any die that doesn't show a 1 to see if they get more successes. However, the final result of a push roll has a 1 in it. A quick thing to note here, because it didn't come up last week, but I remembered it this week. Replicant characters, so for us, Fenna and Percy, they can push their roll twice. Whereas you can only do it once.
That's very exciting. Fiona, your microphone sounds like you've gone underwater.
Oh no!
Just maybe check a cable or something. But for people who were listening, that was that replicants, so me and Percival, can push our roll twice, not just once. We get to do it double, and we should. In fact, I'm going to write that in my notes. Double.
Does that mean we open ourselves to twice the negative?
It's more
Sounds
likely
like yes.
to get a 1.
Yeah, but
Quite
also
possible,
more likely
yeah.
to get a 12.
Mm-hmm. Does that sound better?
Sounds much better.
Yes.
Turns
Yeah,
out
it's really
you
suddenly
unplug.
happened.
I got to unplug and replug again. Do let me know if that happens again, friends.
Yeah, we'll do.
Cool. All right. Well, with that sort of explosive unplugging and replugging, we get straight into the game.
Yeah.
All right. As always, we're going to start with our opening titles. We're going to go in the same order as last time. So again, just for cast, so it's going to be I'm going to go to Folarin first, then Emily, then I'm going to go to Shamini, then Lowri, and then Tilly at the end, and it's going to come back to me in between. So I'll set us off, and then I'll throw to Folarin. So our screen again sort of goes from that sort of inky blackness to almost like you'd see like a television screen, and you actually see that this is the Esper network, this whole wall full of different screens, some big, some small, showcasing a whole network of surveillance. The screens sort of flicker as the camera angle switches from angle to angle, showing the outside of the Snake Pit nightclub on Nightclub Row. A massive strip of bright lights and nightlives is here, this backbone of the entertainment district. You can see as we sort of go through the camera into the screen, into the place itself, sweep up is happening, a big cleanup operation is happening, getting ready to open for this evening's entertainment. There's even already a gaggle of punters waiting to get in after all the excitement from the previous night. You can see Taffy Lewis, the owner, sort of barking orders at various cleaners, trying their best to get the bloodstain out of the wooden floor, thinking, we'll just put a rug over it, it's fine. And as we sort of sweep up and we go to the backstage where we see Iris, the dancer who we spoke about in the last episode. She's sort of looking herself in the mirror, taking off her white wig, leaving a completely bald head before she sort of looks again and starts to put up on her makeup and start to sing some arpeggios as she gets ready for tonight's performance. Folarin, where do we see Willis in this title sequence?
I think in this title sequence, you see Willis walking down walking down the street in profile with sort of neon signs sort of casting a shadow. So you can't make up features. It sort of appears to be a shadow moving through the world that is just a constant blast of information and adverts. As he's walking, eventually you see sort of 2 figures approach him menacingly, and they look as if they're about to cause some trouble. Willis sort of adopts a sort of very nonchalant stance, but then you see that one of them goes, "Oh wait, Jefferson?" You see them then dap each other up, and he keeps walking.
As you keep on walking, we sort of see your feet sort of pass through these places like lights shining through until we come past a whole row of beauty parlors. Here, the entertainment thrives on this instant gratification. Sector 1 beauty parlors are the source of countless regrets after one too many impulse decisions. Here we see bright neon lights showcasing stereoscopic tattoo artists with different intricate designs going all over the different body. Next to side by side with sort of cosmetic augmentation, turning people into walking status symbols, whether you want to have your own LED screen on your sort of breastbone showcasing different emojis, or your own or Teletubbies. I don't know. I was thinking more cool like advertisement rather than, I don't know, your own TV
Basically a Teletubby though, isn't it? It's basically a Teletubby.
It's basically a Teletubby. Tell you what, Fenna, where do we see you in this opening title sequence?
I think as we're in the beauty parlor and someone is sort of looking into a mirror, we sort of go through the mirror and come out the other side to a different mirror where Fenna is sort of doing her hair and looking slightly more concerned or stressed than you might expect a replicant to look. She's in her quarters and she sort of turns around as she hears a gentle meowing behind her, and she turns around to bend down to a little grey cat with little white paws and just sort of scratches it under the chin and then picks it up and gives it a big squeeze.
Yeah, as you pick up this cat, and you give it a big squeeze, it sort of lets out a quick "Rah!" And as it does, we go straight through the sort of open jaw, and we go to the Animoid Row district, a sort of back alley of hawkers of every type of animoid you could see under the shrouded sun. We see sort of luxury shops, including Abdul Ben's reptiles. We have the fish ladies, which have just huge wall-to-wall aquariums, all these different fish and large crustaceans. We have Rashim's apes, different sort of primates, so small monkeys that people would have on their shoulders to look a cool status stuff if you're going to be at a party or a show. And in between everything, we see a shop, very small, but known, again, eye-catching because it has across its sort of hollow sign, the Aurelian, with the different sort of beautiful, almost like psychedelic butterflies that sort of hover in between the letters coming out. Next up, we have Shamini. Where do we find Olsen in this opening title sequence?
I think the glow of the various ads in the cityscape turns into the glow of a KIA text log, and you see messages between two people currently not sort of named, and they start off kind of like flirty, casual. As it scrolls through, it sort of gets faster and faster. You start sort of whizzing through, like, hey, where should we meet up? And like that was a really good lunch spot. Let's go there again. Getting faster and faster and faster, until it sort of ends on a screen filled with short, terse messages. The emojis are gone, and I think the last message in this like whole chat log is just like "fuck you," no reply.
As we sort of go through the screen, all the numbers and also the binary code sort of ends out onto this bleak darkness. Lining the fringe of the city limits is the Kibble itself, this mountain chain of mile-high landfills where waste management dumps all of the refuse from the city. We see people scavenging over to try and get some sort of treasure in amongst all this trash. There is, if we were there, just the overpowering stench of waste. We can see there are various big sort of like van-like things that say waste and sanitation, and as it sort of is dumping all the stuff, all the sort of refuse on the ground, we see other people holding back before rushing in and like trying to pull things from each other, basically fighting for over scraps. Lowri, where do we find your character? Where do we find Percy in this sequence?
So you see, in this scrap heap, hands going through sorting things out, and then you kind of pan over and hands are sorting through lots of different cards just in a basket, and as you pull back you see Percy is in a shop that's just off a street that's like dwarfed by these huge glass buildings. There's neon lights everywhere, adverts, like a 30-foot woman walking past, like hologram of a woman advertising companionship walking behind him, and he is standing in his raincoat, and he's holding 2 cards, and he is really, like, this is a huge decision, really trying to pick between 2 of them.
Mm. As that sort of looking back and forth between the 2 cards, we sort of move the camera up and we go down to what is once known as Skid Row, is now known as Retirement Row, the most dangerous part of Los Angeles. Here, only criminals, even gutter rats, street urchins can safely come here and conspire against the barrel fires of the night. We see the LA Viaduct, this derelict bridge that had collapsed after an earthquake decades ago, is almost like the anarchic capital of this place, the kibble itself. Amongst the concrete rubble, there is the unhoused, the orphans, the gangs, who all have slipped through the societal cracks of this world, some by choice and some by fate or ill fortune. There is that cold that seeps in as we see the fire lighting up these individuals' faces. No one knows where anyone else has come from. They don't give that information to each other, but they're all united by this thing of keeping the warmth alive in between them to survive yet another night. Tilly, where do we see Mel Fletcher in the opening title sequence?
Zooming into the fire and zooming back out, there's a lovely coal fire where meat's being roasted over the coals, and Mel Fletcher sits with a little glass of vino and a massive bowl of spaghetti bolognese, and she's pouring over her case files and just sauce all over the files, and she's flipping through them, trying to dot the T's and cross the I's.
As there's a
3 weeks from retirement.
3 weeks from
More
retirement.
wine.
You slurp
More
your
wine,
final.
James.
You slurp your final noodle, and as it sort of goes up, it transitions to like a huge crane pulling up like a big bulbous sort of metal wrecking ball. As it goes and it starts to descend, and it goes straight towards a building that is well known to all of you if you've lived in LA long enough. The Tyrell Corporation, this huge big pyramid, now just one of the many manufacturing plants and offices that have been sort of reincorporated and sort of renovated for the Wallace Corp, the sort of big H building that is along down a couple of blocks. Here we see this huge sort of breaking down a couple of places, clearly breaking down and demolishing in order to restart anew, getting rid of that old Tyrell sort of history and bulldozing it and making it ready, foundation set for possibly another Wallace Corp triumph. And as this sort of ball comes through and breaks, and we see lights crack and flash, the title sequence flickers into view in purple and neon pink hues. It says Blade Runner 2037, Chapter 2, Burning Bright. And it sort of flickers out as we go. So as a very, very quick recap, because I appreciate we want to get into our mystery tonight, our Blade Runners have been tasked by Deputy Chief Holden to find out what happened at the Snake Pit nightclub last night. 2 Nexus 9 models on the scene, Sandor and I was going to say Fenna there. No, Leia. I'll get right. So many names, so many different replicants. Sandor and Leia were there investigating possible Nexus 8 activity when a fight broke out amongst sort of the regular punters. There was eyewitness reports saying that human supremacists were there making fun and mocking the Nexus 9 models that were serving and providing entertainment for the night. After a fight had occurred, a gunshot rang out, and Sandor was found dead on the ground with Leia missing. Now they were tasked, each of our Blade Runners were tasked with this mission because Wallace Corp has taken a vested interest in this particular case. Notably, it has been a year since the Nexus 9 models have been allowed on Earth and been launched and so they want to make sure that all that PR that they've worked so hard on to ensure that the Nexus 9 models are the perfect companion, will work and is obedient, is on their priority list. And yet, the public's opinion of replicants is still at an all-time high. So, if somebody is murdering and kidnapping Nexus 9 models, well, Wallace Corp wants to know about it. It became obvious, I think, to all of us, various conversations between our two replicant characters, Fenna and Percy, and by the end of our session last week, everyone understood that Leia herself had been sent to be recalibrated a mere week or so ago after failing her baseline test to ensure that all her systems were in operation. She had been complaining of faulty memory implants and struggling with this particular outcome. Quell, who is the VP Public Relations Officer at Wallace Corp, met with two of our characters, Willis and Olsen, to insist that it's very rare for a malfunction to occur with the Nexus 9 units, and if it was to happen, well, then there'll be very serious consequences. On top of that, Fenna went to the crime lab to see Sandor's body and to speak with the medical examiner, Coco. And throughout her investigation there, she noticed a couple of things, notably that Sandor was shot point blank to the chest using with a large caliber weapon. No bullet was found, but it was sort of clear that whatever was this weapon, it could be easily traced because it was an unusual type. And similarly, later on, when Percy and Mel went to the crime scene at the Snake Pit, Percy was able to find that bullet, which was caseless, again indicating its sort of unique rarity. Fenna also discovered, whilst checking the Esper network, that there wasn't much in terms of social media going around about this particular case yet. There was another thing that the Deputy Chief Holden had said, was that they were worried that such a fight, such a sort of newsworthy story with the Nexus 9 models would make it into the Kill magazine, a notable anti-replicant magazine in the next day. And he kind of wanted to hide all this before any of this got out. Going over to the Snake Pit, Mel spoke with Taffy Lewis, the owner, who had insisted that nothing had been awry from what he had heard from the dancers, but it was only when both Mel and Percy had spoken to Iris that there was a bit more illumination on the fight itself. It sounded like an individual known only to Iris as the Tall Pale Man intervened to stop the fight, to stop the group of human supremacists throwing stuff at Iris, like harassing her during her performance. Once then a fight ensued, and then Sandor and Leia got into the fight themselves. She also said that Leia had appeared many times at the Snake Pit, often to talk with the tall, pale individual, and that she'd often seem sad when she'd come to the performances. Now, the final thing I'll say is that you all got some points last week. So we're going to quickly talk about this at the top. Promotion points, humanity points are the two things here. Promotion points help you get higher up in the LAPD and maybe get you some extra bits and pieces. Humanity points you can spend to get some upgrades as well. What I'd say is that everyone is first of all going to get 2 promotion points because everyone found an important clue and also uploaded that evidence to the LAPD.
Just a quick question, Fiona. If we ticked a promotion point off last time, does that new point just untick that, or is that one still ticked, but there are 2 extra ones now as well?
So you spent one last time,
yeah.
So you would be at 0. Now you would have 2.
Right.
So,
it is like it's not like my max is 3 now. It's just I have 2 back.
No, you can have as many promotion points and humanity points as needed. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you. For befriending Iris, Percy and Mel are going to get 1 humanity point. For interacting with her key memory, Fenna, you're going to get a humanity point. And for interacting with your key relationship, Olsen, you're also going to get a humanity point as well. Now, we have all sort of split our party sort of 3 ways currently, but I want to come to you. We're going to zoom out a little bit for our team here. What are we thinking? Where do people want to go? Does anyone want to team up with anything? We don't have to be in character for this moment, but I just wanted to check in with the players. Where would you like to go and what would you like to do?
I need to meet up with Fenna because, we got to get our story straight. How well we've been, who we've been with,
who's been keeping an eye on who.
Yeah,
100%.
So, yeah, I think Mel would probably send a message to Fenna. And
Yeah, Fenna would come find you for sure.
yeah, maybe we hit up the memory lab.
Sure, that sounds good. Yeah, I think that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do
Yes, you would have. Yeah, again, everyone uploaded and shared that information to their KIA, so you would know that Quell suggested going to a memory lab to, if you wanted to follow that line of inquiry. So yeah, you could do
that.
that.
Makes sense to me.
Percy would like to look into the bullet.
So
I don't know if that involves going to what is it?
Hawker's Circles. Oh well, there's Bob's. Yeah, so we can go to Bob's. Yeah.
Bob's Surplus,
Bob's Surplus.
which I saw in the newspaper.
There you go.
Oh, smart.
Reread the newspaper. And the clues in the newspaper. I'm going to go look at it right now.
I might have said to you guys, hey, check out the clues in between the week to see what there
Oh,
is.
you did, and I
Newspaper's full of
forgot.
clues, you said. Clues.
You know, I have a
Bob's.
bullet to look up, and there is a picture of a gun on this newspaper, and I was like, I think I'm gonna
just think it would be in character.
together.
Bobs.
I think it would be in character of me to let Percy do my homework.
Yes.
It also
of course.
says the Rising Star of Memory design on one of the things.
That seems relevant.
That seems relevant. Oh no, there's so many clues, everyone.
I also did intend on trying to work out if this chess thing was relevant, but I haven't done anything about it. So
I think that's fine for now. So okay, so you'd like to go to Bob's Surplus to check in with the bullet. That sounds good. Yeah. Would you like someone to come with you, or do you want to do that by yourself?
I mean, I'm out already, so I don't mind going by myself. But also, does that leave Olsen and Willis are together again? I don't mind. It's up to
Again, it's whatever. Again, I'm making this so that you might be all like, well, I'm going to go here because of this or something like that. Whatever interests you as players. I'm not saying that you must be stuck in these matches, but also like you might be like, we'll stay together. Whatever.
Well, I would say that I think Willis would send Olsen off.
Yeah.
So Olsen can choose if they want to go and join with Percival, but I think Willis would be like, all right, go and do something else.
Yeah. Go away. Leave.
Yeah.
Leave me. Be somewhere I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
Particularly because of who Willis wants to speak to. So.
What? Okay.
Okay.
I will go. I will not knowing that Percy is going to Bob's. I will go to Bob's.
Sounds good. Okay, so you're gonna go to Bob's
Maybe
Percy would have updated everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, I wouldn't
very by the book.
know to go to Bob's. I will look at that and be like, "That's a good yes," and then I will copy Percy's homework and go to Bob's.
Okay, that sounds good. So Willis, where are you thinking of going? What's your sort of plan for the shift?
I think he would be really curious to, and actually, well, my question to you would be, Kill Magazine. Do they have a headquarters?
Yeah, they have a headquarters.
Yeah, I think he'd want to go and chat to them.
Sounds good.
Because you're
And
mad
by
at them,
them, he
right,
means the
Willis?
editor. Pardon?
Because you're mad at them, right? Because you're like, oh, that
Sure.
Kill magazine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, I'm so angry. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
That sounds good. Okay. I think I will come to. We'll go to Bob's first, then we'll go to the memory lab, and then we'll go to Kill Magazine, if that's all right. And so you guys have sort of locked in for that. I would say, just to clear it up with Fenna and Mel, I think you'll remember, like, again, that you get the information through from Willis and Olsen about this suggested memory labs, and conveniently you look up the one of you has the newspaper with you, and the memory lab that comes there, Lilith, I think it's Lilith's memory lab, I think it's called, or maybe something else, I'll double check, but that seems quite prominent because again it has this picture of someone called Lilith Tyrell in there. Let me just double check the memory. Lilith's memory lab is what it's called.
To be fair, one of us should definitely go. Oh wait, sorry,
We're going to go to that.
You're going to go to that.
lab.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
And presumably we'll then chat with Lilith because she will presumably be there. Okay, great.
Presumably. That sounds good. So I think you sort of coordinate that your spinners will meet by that memory lab there. That sounds good. So let's go then to Bob's Surplus. Bullet Bob's Runner's Surplus. I think this makes sense that you would both turn up there, Percy and Olsen, because it is the worst kept secret that this Hawker's Circles retailer is exclusively caters to Blade Runners. Like anything you want that maybe takes a lot of paperwork at the LAPD, you can get pretty quickly if you come to Bob's. You sort of arrive here, and it is a bit of a dingy place. There's lots of weaponry on the walls behind the glass. There's a whole ton. If you come to the front desk, there's like a glass case and various like items here, like knuckle dusters, certain kinds of like knives, like butterfly knives, all sort of thing. But interestingly, there's all these horrific bobbleheads, like small little things like that, and like hula girls. As you come in, the bell goes off and they all start going at the same time. And you see Bob Gorski, who's there's a mugshot that comes up, Emily. I think it's the last one.
It's already on screen.
Look at that. So good. So smooth. Bob is a balding chap with very long, lanky hair. He looks a bit grubby, essentially, and he's clearly like counting out something as you guys come in, and he's like, runners, come on in. How can I help you? Welcome to Bob's. How are we doing, chaps?
Yes, okay. Hello, Bob. How are you?
Hey, this one's new. I like this one. I like this one. This one's cool. And I'm gonna start fiddling.
Hey, don't fiddle. You gotta, if you're gonna touch, you're gonna buy.
I might buy. I got money. I might buy.
We're not buying today, Bob. I need information.
I'm buying today, Bob. We need information.
Thank you, Wilson.
Yeah.
And he will hold out the properly catalogued bullet in the little plastic bag. Can you help us identify this? Put it on the counter and push it towards him.
He sort of like picks it up, like again, 2 fingers, a pinky out. So he goes, interesting. Well, I puts it down and goes, well, I must say I do have a policy about privacy agreements here at Bob's. So unfortunately, I will not be able to reveal any information about any client that may or may not have bought weaponry from Bob's surplus.
That is why we respect you, Bob, because you're an honorable kind of guy. You do things right.
I do, but I also, doing right. It's like exposure. You die because of it. Hey, and sort of like pushes me, but indicates he's got a hand out, willing to have money cross his palm.
I just appreciate. I don't know how much. I mean, I want to just give him money, but I have no good sense of how much anything's worth. How much is a burger?
You've got enough money to buy burgers and stuff like that, but it would cost, I will say, out of game, sort of with game mechanics, it will cost you 2 Cheyenne points for him to still talk. You can also try, to persuade him otherwise and stuff, but he's willing to be bribed.
Listen, Bob. You are. I'm going to put my hand in his hand. You are true, good, just. I think you're very just, and I appreciate that you wouldn't do anything that would compromise your moral principles. And that includes, like selling illegal weapons. Like that would, I feel like that would upset you if it was found that some of your gorgeous pieces here weren't technically fully licensable under current laws. That would be upsetting for everyone.
So let me just get this straight, shall we?
Yeah.
You've come into the worst kept secret that supplies all the Blade Runners, all their things off the black market, and indicate that you're going to dob this guy in it if he doesn't comply.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to because I want to buy the illegal things. So he may well know that because I probably have bought the illegal things in the past. So, it's a game. It's not.
It's a game. No. I love it. I'm just double checking. So I would like you to roll for me. This is going to be an empathy manipulation check. This is going to be It's going to be an opposed check though. 'Cause
Right,
you can, as you're holding his hand. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a bit slimy, and he's just like
Oh.
looking at you like with a fixed grin on his face. He's not keen for it at all.
Aww. Empathy manipulation.
Mhm.
I've got a 5 on one of them.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's and then
No
the
successes.
The other ones are 2.
No one's two. So
Oh,
no
my
successes
God, no
currently.
Success. Oh, what? Oh, this is tragic.
Would you like to push the roll?
No, he's not looking at me like he's feeling my antics today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not feeling it. No.
He's sort of
May
like.
I?
What
I'm
was
so
it? So he sort of withdraws his hand and sort of leaves it hanging there. Yeah, Folarin, go for it.
I'm so sorry. I'm just curious because we all discussed where everyone's going,
Mhm.
and that information's all been shared to the KIA, meaning that we might have had like a strategy for how to approach these conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a world in which one of us can have done like the equivalent of a history check to basically be like, not we are going to dob you in it, but for example, you have to get your equipment from somewhere to sell it to us. And so if we were to make that more difficult for you to get, that would potentially make your life harder. Therefore, that could be an interesting tack.
I think because this action's already happened, and
Sure.
we've already rolled for it. Otherwise, I would have maybe given an advantage to it. And yeah, I wouldn't have made a roll for it, but unfortunately, I think this has already happened. But definitely something to think about in the future, for sure.
Did you
Yes,
say
for sure.
2? Is it
Cheyenne points? Yes.
Cheyenne points?
Yeah.
I think so. Definitely, I think this goes against Percy's by the bookness, but he
Yeah.
has been learning from Mel, who I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think is very practical, and you do what you have to do to get the job done.
Mhm.
And I think as
That's right, Percy, my boy.
Percy hears that in the back of his head.
Go on,
Let's
Percy.
give it to
Let
him,
loose.
I'm so sorry. So the police are coming past.
They're actually here.
And I think Percy will just say, "Thank you, Wilson," and replace Wilson's hand with his own that has 2. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten how you say it again.
I say Cheyenne points. I don't know if that's actually true. I say Cheyenne
Cheyenne,
points.
2 Cheyenne. Well, I'm guessing it's physical money. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So Cheyenne points. It's sort of a nebulous thing for us, but it's a lot of money. It's like gold coins, right? If you give one person a normal person a gold coin, it's like wow, they're rich for a month. You've given 2.
Yeah.
In this
Oh.
case. No.
Okay, well, Percy isn't savvy enough to try and negotiate.
Percy, we
down.
were negotiating
Give
here.
him
Like we were
his-
doing a whole thing. There was a look, I was doing the thing.
Yeah, and you were doing so well. You can't tell if that's sarcasm, and has given him 2.
I'm a very
Yeah.
charming person.
You give the 2. You give the little bit of money, and the fingers wrap
All
around.
Percy
quickly.
has, just to be clear. That's
Oh.
nothing.
Oh
bad.
no.
Yeah, it takes it away,
Aw.
gone straight away. He goes, wow, it's all right. We've got more of an agreement now. Yeah, I get it. Good cop, bad cop. I understand. Yeah, and he picks up the bullet. And he takes it out of the baggie, maybe to Percy's Churin. He goes, yeah, well, it's you should know what these are. These 4.4 caseless ammo. They're for PKD blasters. You lot have them.
Well, yes, of course, I know what they are.
Yeah.
But who have you sold them to?
A young lass came in here maybe 3 days ago. Should have had short hair. Like, quite pretty. Bit sad.
Leia? Bit sad. Leia?
Didn't say her name.
What was she sad about? Why was she sad though?
Oh, she was, I don't know. She was just, didn't say what she needed it for. And I didn't ask, but she seemed a bit nervous as well.
Wait, Leia bought these?
I mean, I don't know. She's just a young lady. She seemed sad.
And the description matches Leia, is what I'm...
I think, like, you maybe pull out,
Bring
like,
up a
a
file,
picture, a file, and goes, yeah, that's her. Yeah, she came in maybe 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Mm.
What time of day?
I think early afternoon. I think she was about to go on shift. They normally come in when they need to replenish stuff, and paperwork's taking a bit of time.
I'm assuming Bob's doesn't have CCTV.
No, I guess if there is, there's a camera and you can see the
Yeah.
wires unplugged. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Percy will know that, but we'll drop a message to everyone. If anyone's checking CCTV, cough, Emily, cough. Could you maybe check if anything covers Bob's door from 2 days ago to see just to double check if it was Leia? Though it sounds like it probably was.
Mm-hmm. No, sounds good. But yeah, so again, just to reiterate, so Bob says that the case, whilst the ammo, he'd recently sold that to someone that matches Leia's description. And he sort of puts it out and he goes, well, she in a bit of trouble?
No.
Confidential, Bob. That'll cost you.
Oh, well, I'm set now. That's this month's and next month's rent.
Yeah, maybe I do need to talk to Mel about negotiating and prioritizing.
Nothing's more important than money.
Oh,
Nothing
but
at
in
all.
Percy's head, that translates to nothing's more important than the job. Nothing's more important than the job. Okay.
Sounds good. All right, let's go over then to the memory labs then with Mel and Fenna. So you guys arrive at the outside. Yeah, you see each other briefly. I'll give you a moment before you go in. What is it that you guys speak about?
I'm just gonna say this once.
Okay.
We have been together the whole time.
Mel, what are you talking about?
Just to quickly break in, Emily, you're coming through twice for me, so I'm just making sure you.
Oh, why? That's fun, isn't it?
I think you might, if you've got your director view, make sure you.
I know exactly what it is. Maybe
Yeah.
not now. Yes.
Got
good.
it now.
Yes,
Continue.
thank you.
Role play.
Thank you.
Role play.
Look, Willis was really on my case about you. He didn't want you going off on your own. But
He's
I
just-
trust you. Okay? I trust you. But I don't need any... I'm 3 weeks away from retirement, Fenna. You know that.
Right, I thought it was 2, but okay.
It's gone. I broke a bowl in the
Oh,
staff
right.
room. And they were really
They'll
upset
do
about
that. Yeah.
it. So they added an extra week on.
Right.
Listen, if he asks, we've been together the whole time.
Yeah.
Can
Sure.
you do
I
that
mean,
for me?
of course. I mean, Willis is. It's just Willis.
I
He's
know,
just,
but
you know.
you know what he's like about the robots. He doesn't like you
Oh,
guys.
we don't like to call it robots, Mel.
Oh, I'm old.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I
Let it
I can
slide,
relate.
Fenna.
I yeah. Of course. It's just with them getting killed and stuff, it feels
Sure,
pertinent. But okay. Yeah.
absolutely. Well, I
um,
don't support that,
Thank you. That's
and I support your right to independence to go off and do whatever you were doing. And I know there's something going on with you.
I was.
I don't know what it is, but
Oh no! I just wanted to look at the body and replicant emotions. It doesn't affect me as much as people.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we go? We should go in.
Let's take a look at some memories. Let's take a walk down memory lane.
That's very good. Okay.
They
Yeah,
should
very
call
good.
this memory lane.
It's very good, Mel. Okay.
No one gets
Yeah.
my sense of humor.
Emily enjoyed that way more than Mel did. Than Fenna did.
So yes, Lilith Memory Lab is located in a largely industrial area of Sector 4. It's a sort of drab building that you're outside, and you can see in the distance the Wallace Corporation, that sort of building of the H, looking out like some sort of horrific beacon. As you get to the main door, you can see that there is a looks like to be an optical scanner, and the door is currently shut, but there's also like the equivalent of a Ring camera doorbell on the door as well.
Right.
Sidebar, can I just say about Ring cameras? Like, is it not horrific that, like, I cannot walk anywhere? I cannot, like, adjust Like, let's say, for instance, my underwear's gone up my bum crack, okay?
Yep.
As a hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical. Yeah.
I'm not saying that
Mel.
happens to me.
That's never happened
Yeah.
to me, you know.
Yeah.
No, of course
God,
not.
No, I've never had a
can
wedgie
you
in mine.
imagine? Never.
Yeah.
Now
I
it's
don't
like
really-
it's beamed to 14 people's phones
Mm-hmm.
as I adjust my... I think it's against
crack,
human rights, honestly.
I honestly,
The
Sorry.
thing is, it is against human rights. The fact that people just said the panopticon, yes, please.
in fact, we'll install it for you. How about that?
We'll pay you.
We'll pay you to put up cameras to watch everyone. Yeah. Yup.
Anyway,
Yup.
let's go down memory lane. Now these
Right.
goddamn cameras.
So you remember you remember, like, you go, God damn it, so you don't, like, you keep your hands squarely by your sides, Mel, so you don't adjust yourself as you're getting ready to go in,
Mel's
essentially.
about to pick her nose and then sees the camera and
Sort of coolly maybe just like wafts your hair back, so rather than going up you sort of do the whole hand thing. Yes,
Nice.
absolutely.
Right. Shall I?
by all means, you speak their language.
It's the same language. Ding dong. I assume it's a ding dong.
Yeah, I mean, you press your there's a small buzzer, but I like the idea that Penna does do ding dong as well too.
Ding dong.
I don't know, ding dong.
Yeah. She does, yeah.
And you can see that the sort of little camera sort of switches around a little bit and sort of focuses the depth of field on you both. And a voice,
LAPD.
the voice sort of comes in. Who is it that you are here to see?
Lilith Tyrell.
There's a moment's pause, and there's a as the door unlocks and sort of comes in to like a small sort of. It feels like what we'd think like a doctor's waiting room sort of thing. So you can see there's like the styrofoam missing tiles from the roof. There's a couple of chairs, and there's a small desk, and an individual is sat at it. Sort of a man in his 40s. For Emily's sake, there is a mugshot of him. He's called Terry.
Terry.
Looks like a true office clerk, essentially. Got sort of angular features, and he sort of like looks up and goes, "Hello, you're here to see
Hi.
Miss Tyrell."
I am Terry. I'm not sure it'll be in her diary, but it is very urgent.
I show my badge.
I
Oh.
Oh,
flap my
sorry,
eyelashes
that's
and flip my hair.
that's my gift card at James's Italian. Sorry, this is my badge.
Indeed,
I'm
you are from
close
the
to getting the
LAPD.
free bolognese.
Oh, how wonderful!
Go there a lot.
Indeed.
We have urgent business with Lilith.
Indeed, this way. And so he gets up, and he's quite tall, and again, you
Yeah,
can see the
and
sort of
thin.
very thin. Yeah,
Quite pale.
Would you say he's pale?
I'd say it looks pale, but at the same time, he's got glasses on, and he's got sort of a bit of a coiffed like office worker look to him.
You like
So,
nightlife, Terry?
Um,
You go out
uh,
much? I'm a
well,
big clubber myself. Back in the day, you wouldn't think it to look at me, but
No,
I used to
yeah.
cut up some shapes you wouldn't believe. You like dancing?
Oh, not for me. No, I like going to the library. They have fascinating books there.
Well, yeah, likely place for books to be. All right, Terry, I see. you.
Yes. This way, and he
Thanks.
sort of goes and sort of walks up, and you follow him up these sort of stairs.
I turn to Fenner and I'm like,
I don't think it is. I don't think so. You don't think it is, or you do think it is? Like, kill him or don't kill him? It's him? He's crazy. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay.
I text you.
Okay. Yeah. We're just both on our phones. What are you talking about?
Your KIAs are pinging back and
Yeah.
forth following up the stairs. And he gets up the stairs and he opens the door and he goes, "Please be in here. I believe Miss Tyrell is working on something. I'm sure she'll be with you momentarily."
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Terry.
And he sort of ushers you both in and shuts the door behind you. And you are in a wide circular room where you can see above you like a big dome that looks out onto the sky itself, like a huge like windowed dome essentially. And it's quite dark in here. You got the light from where you guys are standing, but like a little bit closer in, it's a little bit darker. And the first thing you see as you come in, there are two children in the center of this room. There's a boy and a girl, and they are sort of busily drawing images on the floor in chalk. And you can see like there's a hopscotch there's like various stick figures and hearts and flowers like decorated all around them.
I don't feel like this is Fenna or Mel's forte. Hello.
That's the great thing about not marrying a man. Hello, young people.
They don't respond to you. If anything, like the boy sort of like looks at the image and sort of starts to giggle and draws like a mustache on a thing, and the other girl sort of like pushes him slightly, but they completely ignore you.
Hello.
Okay.
What are
they
your names?
Ghosts.
They're not ghosts. Ghosts aren't real. Are you ghosts?
They both sort of look up at that point and they flicker slightly as their holograms. Go out.
Holograms. That's
Kind of a
what I
ghost.
was gonna say.
Kind of ghosty.
And then out of the darkness, as the darkness sort of recedes a little bit as the lights overhead come on, an older woman appears as she's sort of taking off her helmet. And this, Emily, you can put on the mugshot. Tyrell, Lilith Tyrell comes up. She's sort of oh, that's not that one. It's a different one.
That's Lilith Tyrell.
I know there's another Lilith Tyrell. It's the one that's in the newspaper. There's an older one.
Carry on.
It's okay. So yeah, she sort of like takes a sort of headshot. She takes out her helmet and is sort of looks around and sort of goes, so sorry, I was in the middle of my work. How can I help you to Terry said it was urgent.
Sure is. I'm just going through my memory banks to find
Sorry,
something.
yeah, Fenna's a little bit busy, maybe like wowed by the holographic, possibly real children. So Lilith Tyrell turns to Mel.
We're investigating a murder. Possibly.
I see.
We're investigating one definite murder and one possible murder. I'm a little short on the details. I'm hoping my much more eloquent robot friend could sorry, not robot.
Replicant, please. Thank you.
Replicant. They're both,
Yes, that's the image, but we'll go with that.
Lilith with the great high pony. Lilith, you look fantastic.
Well, thank you, I appreciate it.
We're looking for a replicant by the name of Leia. You heard of her?
Leia? No, I mean I know of many different replicants. I design memories for them.
Yeah, she had some issues with her memories.
She did. There were memories that she knew weren't hers. And now she's missing.
She knew the memories weren't hers?
Well, I think so, right?
I believe. Is that... I can't... well, it's a great... obviously, we know. But Faye Weaver, if you wouldn't mind just reminding us what we
She
know about
had
the memories.
trouble. She had trouble with her memory. She was struggling with them. That's fine.
Okay.
That's okay. So much so that she was sent for recalibration.
Just like me, my memory's not what it used to be, clearly.
So would you like to sit down, Miss? I don't really have chairs or anything, but I can make sure Terry gets us some tea.
Oh, no, that's fine. I saw you, spooky kids. I don't want to spend it.
They're my latest design, actually.
Are they... Do they have memories?
The kids? No, they're holographic. No, they're holograms. This is I draw from my own experiences. That's what I try and do, and I manipulate them because I always feel like memories, they feel realer if they have a base to ground from.
Is she a replicant?
Oh, are you looking at her? Doesn't seem to be. She matches the image that was in the newspaper, and you look at her like you maybe stare at her eyes a little bit. Doesn't seem to be.
How did you come up with the memories for Leia?
Oh, well, I tend to figure out what it is that would, really make a person, or a more than human, as it were. And I go from there. I don't recall. I can go and look at my files. And
Yes,
see,
please.
Of course. One moment. And she goes and she puts her helmet sort of down on like a little like shelf, and she just goes and she's in the same room, but there's like a glass wall, kind of, you know, those aesthetics as she's sort of typing away on the computer to look up her records, giving you a moment to talk amongst yourselves.
That means she put my memories in my brain.
Is she the only person who does this kind of work?
I don't know, but I'm the same line as Leia.
Wow. So
If you
You're
could not
kinda like her.
tell, yeah, if you could not tell Willis that,
oh, sure. Any excuse to not talk to Willis, I'll take.
sure.
She takes a few moments and comes back out and goes, no, I didn't design Leia's memory.
Who did?
I couldn't find it. We don't really we don't share necessarily. We sort of send out the designs to Wallace, and we they get approved to get bought from us, and that's that.
You ever go to the snake pit?
Oh no, I'm always busy working. So many memories, so little time.
Maybe you'd make some good memories at the snake pit. Just saying.
Is this? Are you asking me out or something?
No. I'm happily married, but I'm flattered that you would think so. But no.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Emily, Fenner, can you make for me an empathy an empathy insight check?
Yes. What would that be? Empathy insight is D10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you both can do it. So D10.
And a D12 and a D10.
Yeah. So yeah.
A 2.
Okay. And
I got a 5, but a 10 on
okay,
the 10.
good. 2 successes so far. Just go back to Tilly briefly. So you rolled a 10. I think you've got something else for your insight as well, right?
It says insight B, baseline D10.
Yeah.
And then empathy at top.
Oh, D8.
D8. Roll the D8 and see if you get a success as well.
4.
Sadly, no successes for you. But Mel, if you'd like, you can push the roll and try and get more information. Like, I think you may be caught her off guard with your weird sort of like make more memories at the snake pit, and she's misinterpreted it in some way. So you can easily make advantage of that opportunity, I guess. So would you like to push the roll?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Fuck it, why not? Yeah, roll both of them again. Let me know what you get.
Okay. Okay. 7 and 8.
7 and 8, 2 successes.
Yeah.
Nice work. I think it's clear to both of you that the way she's talking about it, and she tries to fob you off with some talk about memories and like the design process. The stuff she says, she's not being truthful about.
Oh.
She definitely knows something, but you can't tell exactly what it is. What you're getting though, as soon as you said the name Leia, she's on guard a little bit.
Listen, we've got a witness that places your guy at the snake pit. I spoke to someone who works there. Said they saw a tall, thin, pale gentleman.
They saw Terry at the snake pit.
Yep,
Oh,
that's what they said.
And when was this?
Recently.
Right. Well, Terry doesn't leave the premises. He's supposed to be on the door 24/7.
Okay, maybe there's another character who's also tall, thin, and pale. That's my bad. Maybe this is what we call in the business a red herring.
Quite.
Look.
Terry is my security here. It's just myself that works here. And, well, no doubt you saw from the security coming in with the scanner and stuff that only I'm allowed in here. And only invited people come in.
So you don't know anything about Leia? Because we're trying to help her. We don't want this to go any further than it's already gone. It's bad for business. It's bad for the replicant business in general, including those in the memory creation business. So if you know something, you should tell us. I'd strongly advise you take this opportunity to tell us.
All right, I'm going to ask you, Tilly, to roll for me a empathy manipulation check. This is going to be opposed. It's going to be with advantage, so you're going to get your lowest die. You're going to roll it twice, and take.
Okay.
So we'll go through it. Oh, so what have you got? Tell me what you've got.
So empathy is D8. Manipulation is also a D8.
Nice. So you roll an extra D8 after this as well.
So how many D8s am I rolling?
3.
In
You have to get
total?
and you're getting all the successes from them.
5, 2, 7.
Okay, so far you've got 1 success.
Push
Okay.
it.
Let me find. Well, let me. It's an opposed roll. Let me see if I can find my stats. There we go. Oh, interesting. All right. With that success, you sort of say, look, it's important, this, that, and the other. Do you know anything about Leia? And I think this happens roughly at the same time that Fenner connects some dots as well. But Leia says, fine. Yes, I do know who you're talking about. Because I am the human template for the Leia line.
Wait.
And that's when you connect, if you see the picture of the data profile of Leia. And
Oh, that's a
it to,
gag.
Yeah.
That's a gag.
And you compare it to Leia Tyrell, they look very similar.
Leia and Lilith. Hang on. This will take... Carry on.
Lilith Tyrell.
Lilith Tyrell. So Leia and Lilith Tyrell. Leia looks to be 20 years younger than Lilith Tyrell.
So you base this model's memory a little closer on...
Not on me, no. My uncle, Eldon, well, let's just say well, he's long gone now, so we don't dwell on the past, but he insisted that his assistant was based on myself as a template. And when he was murdered, all the plans came to me, and so I managed to rescue a few bits and pieces. It was the last piece of work I had of him, was this version, this template. And so times were hard, and so I sold it on to Wallace. So yes, there are probably many layers or versions of myself there, but I had nothing more to do with it than that.
Wait, am I based on you too?
Oh, yeah, not physically, no. She sort of comes in closer to you. Oh, the Fenner line. No, that wasn't from my particular thing, but you are... There's another... And she goes back to her computer. Oh, yes. The Percival line. That was one of my favorites. I had good fun designing that one.
Right, and just no opinions about the Fenner line. Okay, fine. No, it's fine.
People say I look a lot like my grandmother, so
Sure.
it's a similar thing, you know. We're all connected.
Why, do you know any of the Percival line at all? Any of them working at the LAPD?
Yeah, we've got a Percival.
Oh.
Crazy nerd. Like
Well-
you wouldn't believe.
Why do you want to know?
Oh, no. Well, maybe... It's silly, really. I don't get... I tend to hide myself away in these places, but maybe pass on to them if they're enjoying the memory I gave them. I always wonder how the different lines find the memories I make.
Okay. What did you give Percival?
Oh, well, that's not for me to discuss. You could ask him.
Yeah, we will. And just out of curiosity, what did you give me?
Some sort of... You know what? I can't really recall. wasn't something, maybe it was something to do with flowers? Something to do with... No. And she ponders for a little bit, but she doesn't come up, or whatever memory she comes up with and says it to you, it's not the same as the memory that you have. And I think
that'll be the one.
Yeah, and I think Fenna realizes that her core memory has been overwritten by her recent experience.
Yeah, she just plays along.
Yeah. Well, if you need any more, I can always look at memories. If you manage to find like a Stelline scan, I can always look at Leia's memory. But
did you get anything from the body that we could?
Not from Sandor. No.
Okay.
Could I have done? Could I have taken it?
I think it would have been risky to do so, right? Because you did very well on that roll, but Coco was there. And I think you're on kind of like, you're sort of pushing it a little bit. So I think if you took anything, he would notice. So I'm going to say that just to
fine.
Close that thing.
Right. If there were other layers, could we use them to locate this one?
Sure, if you're able to find them. I don't know how many were sold or anything. I just made the template, or I am the template. And
right. Just take a picture of your face and show it around.
I'd rather you didn't.
This is my joke. Okay, I've been around Mel too long.
Yes.
I'm taking a mental picture.
I would also ask if you keep your visit here on the down low. There's not many people are fond of the Tyrell name.
Man, we're the police.
Indeed,
I suggest you keep it on the down low.
I have been doing the security on the door. You came in here.
We just asked to.
Yes. And as you're sort of finishing up this conversation, you, both of you spot, like, hiding around where the desk is, a little girl. Looks very similar to the girl that was in the hologram. And as she's sort of looking and peeking around, she looks to be like maybe 9 or 10. This is Sarah Tyrell for you, Emily. She sort of laughs a little bit. And she goes, and Lola turns around and goes, Sarah. And she goes, hee. She goes, look, I'm almost finished. And sort of Sarah Tyrell sort of like peeks around.
She a hologram or?
No, it's my daughter.
Very cute.
Thank you.
Well done.
And she goes, come on, say hello. And so little Sarah Tyrell sort of comes out, long sort of black hair. She's, like I said, roughly about 9 or 10. She sort of peeks like behind her mother's sort of like legs, looking up at you both. They're from the LAPD. They're coming to ask about Mummy's work. And she sort of looks at you both.
Your mom's doing a great job.
Yes. Lovely memories that she makes for people.
Okay.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'd like to be a writer and create stories.
Kind of like your mom.
Lilith goes, yes, well, we'll see what we can do about that, can't we, sweetie? She goes, I like writing stories about princesses, and I like writing stories about castles, and I like writing stories about mechs and their fighting, and I like writing stories about badgers. And she starts listing various different story ideas.
Great.
Pretty cool. What about a mecha badger?
Hey, that's a good idea.
There's a moment where Lilith Tyrell goes, I don't think, and then Sarah's like, a mecha badger.
A mecha badger.
Hey, maybe you could call it
the
Fenna.
city. Or Mel.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Maybe there could be 2.
Fenamel.
Fenamel.
And she starts writing down on a little scrap.
Sounds like a drug.
Really
Sounds like fentanyl.
Lilith takes one and goes, well, if it's all done, you've been making pretend with my daughter. I would ask you to kindly leave my establishment.
Hey, you made pretend with my memories, so. And Fenna will turn and walk away.
She's got a point. You think of anything else, you just give me a call. And I give her my card.
Okay, takes that and goes, I will do. Say goodbye, Sarah. Bye, Fenna Mal. And sort of
Okay,
waves.
bye.
And you head on out of the memory lab and make it outside. And the door, Terry sort of watches you go, and the door shuts behind you and locks as you're outside in the rain. All right.
I need to talk to Percival.
Sure. What about?
Robot stuff.
Tubes and whatnot.
Let's cut over to the Kill magazine headquarters with Willis, if that's okay. Willis, it's Kill office. Have you been to Kill? Have you been to Kill magazine before? The offices?
I suspect I have been.
Yeah, Sector 1. You know, it's a seedy-looking place that's overlooking various of these beauty parlors and various entertainment venues. You sort of go past an arcade of some sorts, which has all these holographic sort of like arcade machines that, you do sort of Dance Revolution, but it's even more so like it's in your face. You have the arrows coming towards you as people are like getting up their high scores. You make it up these stairs and you come to the seedy office space. It is pretty busy here. There's lots of people on like various computers that are typing away. There's like printing out the old-fashioned printing, it's slowly going across, making those horrific noises. Smoky in here, very dimly lit with all the lampshades. And after talking with the receptionist, you get taken to the main office where Jel Schuyler is in. This sort of gruff-looking guy. Looks a bit like pockmarked in places. Definitely your image of a greasy editor type guy. And on behind the wall on him, you've got various different like posters or like famous covers that have sort of come out. And as you sort of go in, the receptionist shuts the door behind you. Jel sort of turns around and goes, well. Look who we have here. Did your boss send you?
Did my boss sent me? No, my boss didn't send me. Do you mind if I smoke in here?
Go ahead. Join me. And he sort of like, as you sort of light up, he sort of hands over a lighter and lights you up.
Take a smoke. How's business, Schuyler? What's going on?
Well, I thought you'd come over because you've heard the news.
The news? What news?
The news at the Snake Pit. That's what you're here for, right?
Let's say I was. I'd be curious to know what news you heard and if it aligns with the news that I might or might not have heard.
I heard. I was there, matey. I was there. I saw the whole thing. And boy, let me tell you, that's going on the front page tomorrow.
All right. Look, it's not in my nature to stop you from printing what you're going to print. In fact, we've known each other for some time, and you know that I'd be more than willing to give you information as long as you share some information with me, all right? What exactly did you see?
Oh, a little bit of information. You really know how to tickle my fancy, Jefferson. Sure. All right. And he leans back in the chair again. It's a little bit broader sort of gentleman. He leans back and the chair creaks underneath him as he takes a big sort of puff from his cigar. Well, we were there, me and the lads. We thought we'd check out this iris that's been going around. Big showboating case for old Taffy. She's fine as a model. Not as good as the real thing, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, let's say the boys and I had maybe one or too many shots. And, we got a bit leery and all that. And then, one of those Though Stylus came involved. I've seen him before. He's he's one of those, like a skin job. He's a bit tall and pale. He came in to try and stop us from having our fun, and we weren't having it. And then your lot came in. More of those bloody skin jobs. He's tried to intervene as well. Big old fight, big old brawl. But get this, and he taps his cigarette into the ashtray, which is full. He goes, I saw the whole thing. I saw her. Female cop pulls out her gun, shoots the male cop straight in the chest. Boom. What do you make to that?
Look, far be it from me to suggest that you were not in complete control of your faculties, but I want you to be very sure of what you're saying as you're saying it. You're telling me that you saw a Blade Runner take out her firearm and fire on a fellow officer.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that's exactly what I'm going to be printing tomorrow. So I think it's in the public's interest to know that not only are Nexus models unsafe, but even the ones that are supposed to be keeping us protected can't even look after themselves.
Look, all right. Let's take this one step at a time, shall we? What state was she in when she fired the gun? Did she seem agitated? Did she seem cold and detached? Just paint a picture for me.
Sounds like you're trying to sympathise with them a bit, Willis. Bit of a change of the old tune there.
Skylar, you know me. You've seen the information that I've given you. You've published some of it. There's no sympathy in me for the replicants. I just want to understand what happened.
I need you to make for me an empathy manipulation check. It's going to be with advantage, though, because you're playing to his sort of his like whims, essentially. Like you're sort of trying to be like old boys about it. So yeah, manipulation, empathy.
Empathy, manipulation. So that's a D8 and a D6. So and then I guess I get to do the D6 twice.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I will roll a D6, and that is a 6.
Okay, one success.
And then I will roll a D6, and that is a 4.
No, just one success still.
And then I will roll a D8, and that is a 3.
Okay, so one success so far.
Can I push it?
Mm-hmm. How are you pushing it?
And that would be the D6 again, right?
So no, you can re-roll any that don't show a 1. So you could re-roll
any.
You could re-roll all 3 if you like. But remember, you've got one success so far, so you might not want to re-roll that one, perhaps. But
yeah, I wouldn't want to re-roll that one.
Mm-hmm.
I will. Let's re-roll the D8.
All right.
And I've been smoking, which I think that clears the stress for me, doesn't it?
It does. We'll come to that in a second. But yes, I
Cool.
saw that.
That's a 5.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, just one success.
Okay.
He looks at you really closely and goes, you know, you did give us quite a few juicy pieces back in the day. And he sort of points to some of the covers behind him. She didn't seem worried or anxious or anything like that. She seemed confident in the moment, but then shocked when he fell. I then saw her run out. I tried to follow her, but obviously everyone was trying to get out at that point. Saw her get into a metro cab. Tried to take a picture of the license plate, but couldn't get there in time.
All right. What direction was it going in?
I don't know, you have to ask the metro cab place. Maybe they can track it for you.
All right. Okay. Here's the thing, Skylar. This is going to be a real headache, not just for me, but for everybody. I'm not going to ask you to I'm not going to ask you to do me a favor. I'm going to say, hey, give me until the evening. Don't publish this first thing tomorrow. Wait until the evening. Maybe wait until the day after. I think I'll give you a more complete story. In fact, I suspect a story that will reveal that the Nexus 9s aren't just capable of malfunctioning, but are fundamentally broken.
Oh. You guarantee that for me?
I can't guarantee you shit, Skylar, but think about it. Do you want a story of one broken, I don't know, robot, or do you want a story that takes the whole thing down?
He takes a moment to think about it. You have to the end of the morning tomorrow. We've already set the printers out, but I can't hold them any longer than that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's all I need. Let me, before I get out of your hair, this, because he said stylist about the pale man?
Yeah, stylist. He said the word stylist.
Stylist. Do I know what that means?
You think that's probably his name? Stylus.
Oh, I see.
Y-L-U-S.
Y-L-U-S. Oh, stylus is in like a yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You said stylus. This
yeah
guy who got involved. You've seen him before? You know anything about him?
He's hung around before. He's often on Ammonoid Road. Don't know the full details of it, but he kind of hangs around. I suspect he's one of those, or part of the replicant movement. Probably helping people out. Maybe the reason why your buddies were there.
Yeah, speaking of my buddies, the guy who got shot, he went down. But before he got shot, before he went down, what was his state? Did he seem like he was fighting with the other replicant, or what?
Looked like he's got his gun out, so they're probably going to shoot him.
Wait, so it looked like he was prepared to shoot her before she shot him, or what?
Well, you tell me. He got into a fight. Me and the pale folk. Your two police officers came in. It looked like he was going to pull a gun on this guy's stylus, and then got shot from your female officer.
All right. Okay. All right.
Lots of moving parts, it seems. So you were quite all right, Jefferson?
Yeah, there are lots of moving parts. More than I'd like. All right. I have until the morning. That's all I need. Thank you very much. I appreciate your cooperation.
And I hope you don't mind, Jefferson, if something else comes up that I might rush it. But would you mind being a source in my next piece? Quoted on the record.
The usual arrangement. I'm not going under my actual name.
All right. Don't let the door slam you on the way out.
Yeah, I know the drill. I'm not even gonna put that information on the KIA because I think that is too much. And I'm suspicious of everyone. I'm just going to say we all need to meet immediately.
Okay. So as you head out from the smoky, dingy offices of Kill Magazine, let's go and take our break now so people have a time to think. I'll hand it over to Emily to do our lore drop, if that's okay.
Woo, yes, lore drops. Okay, so this week's lore drop, basically I was like, oh, what shall I do? And I was like, last week we did a load of stuff around, like, Percy was doing all his forensics. And I was like, forensics is really interesting. I'd like to know more about forensics. I'll just have a little Wikipedia casual, I'm sure it'll only last 5 minutes, little look on Wikipedia. Cut to me 2 hours later, deep in the rabbit hole of something that I think is so cool. And I had heard of it before because we did a piece on it on Springwatch once, but I didn't fully learn about it, and I've now looked into it more. Does anyone know what forensic palinology is?
Palin.
Like palindrome, so maybe like something going in a direction.
P-A-L-Y-N-O-L-G-Y.
P-A-L-Y-N.
P-A-L-Y-N.
Palinology.
Friendship.
Friendship. It's not friendship.
Oh.
It's to do with palynomorphs. Palynomorphs.
Different variants.
The
Is that like
shape
a
of
shape?
blood things.
Blood, not blood. Nothing to do with blood.
Smell.
Closer. It is to do with palynomorphs, are organic remains like microfossils, but also things like pollen and spores. And forensic palynology is using spores and pollen to try and trace like what happened at a crime scene. And basically, it's really fascinating because a lot of palynomorphs are resistant to like strong acids. They do not degrade. Like they just, so you have like fossilized spores of plants that are long extinct that we can still get because there's nothing happens to these spores. And it meant, hang on, let me get the date here. In 1959, it's one of the earliest like documented palynology, is a horrible word to say, cases where basically a man went missing and was presumed dead. They had a suspect who they'd arrested, but he had a motive, but they didn't have a body and they didn't have a confession. So there was nothing they could do. So the case was stalling. But they went through his boot. They went on his boots and they found that there was this pollen of like a particular extinct species that used to live along the Danube River. But it was this fossilized pollen, right? So it's this very, very old, along with a load of other trees. And they basically went down there and went, oh, well, it's probably somewhere in this information, in this area. And they were like, this is where we think the body got dumped. They presented that to the guy, who then immediately confessed and like led them to the site of where he'd buried the body, which was in this thing. But so that's like one of the first ones. It's still not a particularly widely used thing, but I highly urge people to. Part of my rabbit hole was I watched a Lad Bible video, which is ridiculously good.
Bible.
Yeah,
They make good content.
Crazy
Weirdly.
good. And it's Patricia Wiltshire is her name. She is this Welsh lady who is like, I think, top of the pecking order when it comes to forensic palynologists. And she is talking about all these cases that she's been a part of. She's badass because she says some of her lines are just like stone cold, like down the barrel, like I'm gonna catch these like people by using pollen, but I'm not saying them correctly at all. She was a big part of Ian Huntley's prosecution with I've forgotten the names of the girls. That's so bad. Hang on, let me find the names of the girls.
Jessica and Holly.
And so Ian Huntley, who a horrible man, who murdered these two girls, but she was able to use palynology to like put him at the site of where the bodies were, because you can't like wash this off. And she also in the video talks about like if you're wearing like stockings, nylon stockings, she says like that they just like, because they're static, they just trap pollen. So if you're gonna get murdered, wear your tights. Or actually, no. If you're gonna commit a murder, don't wear nylon stockings.
Go
But also,
bare-legged. Yeah.
You're probably fucked anyway. If you're going, because there's like cases where people went to like areas just in a forest, right? But because of the like specific pollen on their clothes, it can only be like in one area, and the way the pollen's like clumped together and the different spores, it's fascinating, and I would like it to be a bigger part of forensic analysis. And I just think it's also didn't realize that there were all these like fossilized pollens and things like that, because pollen's always cool. Like look at pollen under a microscope, like look at pictures of it, it's wacky, it looks like alien stuff. But then it's like microfossilized pollen and just just loads of very small things that just won't biodegrade because they're just not designed to in nature. And they're using it to catch the criminals. And there was one other one that I thought was really cool, which was Patricia Wiltshire again. There was a body that was laid on soil that had that preserved pollen. They found walnut pollen in the soil and on the suspect's shoes, which matched, right? So they had a pollen on the shoes and a pollen on the ground that matched. So that was part of the evidence. But there was no walnut tree like anywhere near, even though it was in the ground and on the shoes. But it turns out that 30 years before, they'd cut down a walnut tree in that area. Wow. And they found that out after the prosecution had gone through. But that is why there was walnut pollen in the ground. It was 30 years old. Like, I just think it's wild. Mad. Isn't that mad?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was why I started off on, I'll do something to do with fingerprints and DNA analysis, and ended up on pollen. So we went fully down the rabbit hole, and I doubt there'll be very much pollen analysis in the Blade Runner world, but I think it's
I'm rewriting my notes as we speak.
put more plants in.
More plants. Only Percy will know about it because plants.
Working
don't
on
exist.
it.
So
Yeah.
interesting.
So yeah, there you go. That's my little lore drop.
I love how like Sherlock coded that is, because you know the whole thing of like, I saw his boots and they
Yeah.
had red clay and you can only find the red clay, but this is like that to like times 10.
She's
Yeah.
like a Welsh lady Sherlock, because she talks about how
very
like once she like
excited.
sat down
Yeah.
with someone and was like, "Oh, you've got 2 cats, a girl and a boy, right?" And he was like, "Yes. How did you know?" And it's because she saw like certain coloured cat hair like on his
That's really
like
great.
on his clothes, and was like, "Well, there's clearly a ginger cat, which is like a boy. Then most commonly ginger cats are male." So I was like, "What?" She's crazy.
great.
Like she's really cool. I highly recommend the video.
A new hero for Lowri, I think. That's
Yeah, I mean, I want a link to that.
I'll tell you what, I'll put it in the
video
chat in the
and-
break. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, we're going to
Fantastic.
take a quick break now, but we'll be back in a few minutes to continue with Blade Runner 2037, Chapter 2, Burning Bright. See you in a bit. Bye.
Welcome back to this Blade Runner 2037 series, chapter 2. We're back for the second part. Let's chat now, because this is our sort of third shift done, so it's the early evening sort of done. And now I'm going to introduce something else to our table. We're going to zoom out a little bit. So this is where downtime comes in. So when you've been on the beat for so long, you've been here since the early morning doing stuff. After 3 periods of investigation, 3 shifts of investigation, it is suggested that you take your character takes a moment of downtime. So they spend a shift not working on the case, but they're doing something similar. That doesn't mean stuff of the case doesn't crop up. It can do. If you choose to push through and work on the case, you will take a point of stress. One thing I will say is that both Mel and Willis have a speciality called Married to the Job, in which they can do 4 shifts before getting a point of stress. So they can push through and work more on the case. But just to let you know, this downtime is almost like a vignette of something that you're doing whilst you're off the clock. And it also gives you a moment to like see how your characters are reflecting on stuff. Ideally, you do it separately, but I'm happy for you folks to come together and maybe talk about stuff as well. That is something that can come up. But yeah, let's throw it to the table. Do people want to do their downtime? Do they want to push through and gain some stress? What are people's thoughts? Shamini.
Before, like, so I have a downtime thing to do, but maybe I won't get to it. I don't know. But I'd like to have a conversation with Percy, like, on our way. Back.
Same.
Yeah, we can do that. And yeah, we can absolutely do that before the downtime happens. That's not a problem.
Okay.
But are you two? I guess we'll start with you two. Are you planning to do downtime, both of you, or are you planning to push through?
I have a date, but Willis said we had to meet up. But can I meet up really quickly and then go on my date? What do I do?
No, you've got to pick between your date.
But I have a
and
date,
Willis.
Willis.
I'll leave up to you, Sharp. So if you wish to push through and ignore that date for the second time.
Oh man, I
Well,
can't. Well, let me.
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to
Yeah.
you. I'll check with Percy. Are you planning to do downtime yourself, Percy?
Well, Willis has summoned us all in, so I was going to, but I don't know, actually. I think... No.
No? Yeah, you're going to go to Willis? Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fine. I'll switch over then to Fenna. Are you planning to do some downtime yourself?
I think I will come in if we've been summoned. I think Fenna's going to push through, and also Fenna wants to check the CCTV anyway. So
Sure.
I think she'll go to the meeting if you'll allow me to go to the meeting.
We'll tie
and
it
then
into
in the police station, and then look into the CCTV.
Yeah,
again.
basically, you either do downtime or you do something on the case.
Yeah, okay,
right?
I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's absolutely fine. And Mel, are you going to go to this meeting with Willis, or are you going to have some downtime?
Married to the job.
Married to the job. Nice. Okay.
I think
Well, let's see.
Olsen
see this-
is 100% planning to go on the date, but is chatting to Percy and loses track of time. So, like,
Beautiful. Well, let's see that. Let's see
Yeah.
that conversation before we all meet back up with you guys to do
Yeah.
everything. So let's go for it.
Yeah. Percy.
Hmm.
Oh God, I got to tell you something really important. Okay.
Okay.
And it's really secret, but I think you got to know because you smart. You're looking at things like what if it's important, you got to know, but you can't tell Willis, right?
You can trust me to not tell Willis.
Yes, I can. You are a trustworthy person, and I appreciate you as a colleague. Okay, look,
Thank
listen.
you.
Okay. No one knows this, but Leia and I had a thing. Like, you know what I mean? You might not know what I mean by that. Okay, so, Leia and I were involved. Do you know what that means? No, you'll spend a lot of time in the lab, but sometimes people get, intense about each other.
I know
Right?
you and Leia were seeing each other.
What? How did you know that?
Everyone knows.
What do you mean everyone knows? What? Who knows? Does Willis know?
Well, to be honest, I actually don't know if Willis knows, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows. Is that not common knowledge?
We kept it on the down low. There was we had a deal whereby it was at the down low because we weren't supposed to be, because
Yeah.
she's a Nexus 9 and well, just that in and of itself, and oh
Okay.
no.
Well, I actually did want to talk to you about, because obviously I knew that you know Leia. Well, you knew Leia very well. Did you speak to her in the last couple of weeks at all? When was the last time you spoke to her?
We so after we had the thing,
Mm-hmm.
then we didn't have the thing anymore.
Now that I wasn't sure about, so that actually is new
Yeah.
information.
Good. I'm glad that I
Yeah.
have new information to provide to you. Yeah, no, it went badly,
Mm.
and things were said, words were thrown about,
Mm-hmm.
and look, she called me crazy, I called her crazy, and she was a little bit crazy, but I didn't think she was crazy, although she was quite crazy.
Did you know what was going on with her memory? Did she
Well,
tell you?
No, but I like, now I'm thinking, well, maybe that's, no, I don't know. She was like a mess, and I was like, you're a mess, and she was like, you're a mess, and now I'm like, did I make her a mess? Like, was she a mess because of our thing?
Also, I don't think you have the ability to affect a Nexus 9's key memory. I think you can relax on that one. But did you speak to her since she was recalibrated?
No. I didn't even know.
She shot him.
Yeah, like,
It
yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah.
Can we say we're getting in the car, or the spinner rather, like to get
Yep.
as
As you get in the spinner, Percy, your KIA lights up
Yeah.
with the results from the fingerprint dustings that you've been
Mm.
doing, and you see a little like message, like it's like the equivalent of an email attachment sort of thing, and you see that it's from your key relationship, which is Mirren.
I was gonna call her. Cool.
Well, she said, saw you put in a request, and I fast tracked it for you. I hope you find this useful. And then just like M, Mirren. And this is where handing it over to Emily to put up a handout H, please. So you get a rough sort of mixture of things. Usually, most of them are people on the record for human supremacy, with like fingerprints, assault and battery. Gel Skylar is on there. His sort of record comes up. As does this record for an individual called Stylus, who shows his things up here, a Nexus 8 model, who you can see is sort of has been his function is defined as sort of hard labor and combat model, but from these, this is me honoring the successes from earlier, you putting in things, is that this is probably the guy who Iris saw come into the club, and probably the guy who's tried to stop the fight happening, and
The tall, pale man.
the tall pale man who also was talking to Leia. This is what you sort of skim through there. So this person called Stylus, or Styles even. I think I've been calling them Styles. It's Styles,
Harry.
not Stylus.
I'll show Olsen and just like, do you recognize this guy?
I do not. Where were the fingerprints? Like, remind me which
On a bar stool?
Bar stools,
okay.
beer bottles, like you collected quite a
Involved
number
in
of
the fight,
things,
yeah.
and like I think he just got in the way, and like again, just his residual sort of like fingerprints were on places. So yeah, there are hundreds of files, but thankfully Mirren had sort of like filtered through the ones that probably they are flagged as human supremacists, and then probably like a Nexus 8 model was also there, so probably what you're looking for.
Cool.
Wait, he's an Nexus 8?
The Nexus 8 model Styles, yes.
Oh, right, sorry, I missed that. That's illegal. That's illegal. That's not. We gotta get that.
Oh, was that illegal? That one.
Yeah, they are. No, Nexus 8s are not supposed to be on this planet. They're not legal off-world.
Yeah, so to remind the players, so yeah, Nexus 9s are the only models are allowed on Earth, and one of the cool things for the Rep Detect unit is to find older models and retire them.
Of course it
from
is,
rotation
yeah.
maps. So yes, so this has come up, but my question to you two in this moment is that do you upload this information to the group sort of KIA to share this information?
Percy's.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Because
Cool.
Percy's good. And
Sorry.
speaking of retirement, Olsen, would you sign Mel's card? And just out of his bag, Percy gets this card. He's already written a lovely message in it, which I won't read out right now.
Oh god.
She's retiring in 3 weeks, and she's done a lot for us. So,
Right. Okay.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's fine. I can just give it to her from me. But I just thought maybe that everyone else would like to have an opportunity to tell her how much she means to them and what she's done for us.
That. Yeah. Sure.
Percy's driving. We're off.
Yeah. Is it just Percy's like note so far, or is there other people that have written in the card?
It's just Percy so far, but maybe he hasn't asked that many people.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'd like the idea that you've taken like you've taken the worst bit, that beginning of the leaf,
tiny
to give
little corner,
tiny little bits so that everyone else has so much space to give stuff to Mel.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I will rack my brains and write something generic. I hope you enjoy not working here anymore soon after you retire from the job that you have here now and won't have soon.
But don't take up all the space.
Yeah. Olsen takes up a big chunk of the best space. As a
I don't
result.
write small. Also, I write my name really tiny, like.
We'll flick back over to the other spinner, which has, we'll say, Fenna and Mel are in the same spinner heading towards this thing. I'll give you guys a moment to chat whilst this information comes through about styles.
Nexus 8.
That's not allowed.
Not allowed.
Hmm.
So we just go and we kill it, right?
I guess so. Or it's brought in and dismantled.
Cool.
How do you feel about that?
I don't feel. Nearly got me that time, Mel.
Next time.
There's a moment where your KIA flashes up Fenna as you can see something's been added to your schedule. And it says, mandatory baseline test required.
Ha. Looks like it's my turn to be checked. I've got a baseline test.
It's scheduled for roughly an hour's time.
Oh, today. Okay, great. Full day of work, straight into an exam. Is this my first one, Fiona? Can I just check?
You've done baseline tests
I've done
before.
okay.
And what I'd say to you, Emily,
It's
don't
my
panic.
first one.
I'm going to send you something that we're going to do together. Yeah, I knew you were going to panic as soon as I said it.
It's an excited panic.
It's an exciting panic. We'll go through it in a second, but I'll let you play out the scene.
Hey,
How
Mel,
do you not feel about that?
I do not feel that this case seems different to other ones. I knew Sandor,
Ah,
so
friend or
barely, to be honest. I met him once, but we got on well. I mean, I'm meant to get on with everyone, but didn't feel programmed, if that makes sense. But he's gone now, so back to regular programming. I've been around you too long. I keep trying to make jokes.
well, they say we're all some of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And when you're married to the job, people rub off on you.
I don't hate that. What's the first thing you're gonna do when you retire?
Oh, it won't be up to me. My
Carol.
life will belong to Carol.
Sounds kind of nice.
I think it will be. Mm. She's put up with a lot, and I love my job, but it's time.
Well, the LAPD will miss you.
Hmm.
I obviously won't because I don't feel anything, but your
Sure.
presence will be noted, or lack of presence.
You know, sometimes I wish I was a replicant. Go on working forever.
I mean, we don't go on forever.
That's true. And nobody really likes you guys.
Well, I don't. Willis
But
doesn't.
I do, for what it's worth.
Sure.
I find it kind of comforting, you know where you stand with a replicant.
Right. Just, you're human, we're here to serve you, so.
Yeah, pretty simple stuff.
If it makes you feel better, I don't like a lot of replicants.
Are you programmed that way?
I guess. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think with what I do, you have to feel a little bit better than the rest.
More human.
More confidence.
And as your spinner heads towards the LAPD, which I assume that's where you've asked them to go, Willis, unless... Great. So you've booked out maybe a big one of those glass rooms, or maybe a similar space. Maybe even go to the canteen. I'll leave it up to you. What are you doing before everyone arrives? I'll just give you that moment.
I suspect truly not very much. I think I'm just going through and trying to understand as much of what's happening as possible. So especially as that information comes through on my KIA, I think I'll probably be putting Stylus in to see if there's any information that comes up on our like central databases beyond what's just been shared. And actually I think reading Leia and Sandor's files as well, just like poring over it to see if there's anything that I haven't seen or anything that I've missed.
Sure. And just to honor what you did previously at the when you were smoking with gels, I know you were using smokes, so that gives you can restore 1 point of stress as you were sort of like looking over these case files. For your benefit, nothing new comes up about Stylus or Styles. I've got the name wrong, but yes, nothing else comes up new about this individual, other than what has been kept in the database. He is a registered Nexus 8, so yes, technically one that you would have to retire. In terms of Sandor and Leia, the only other bit of information that comes up that you flag to yourself as something to check out at some point is her apartment, Leia's apartment. Again, from what you've gathering, and again, I'm sure people will talk about it when they meet you as well, talking about her state of mind not being fully there. Maybe there's other keys to unlock or information that could be deemed from her apartment itself. So you have her address. So that's open information. But yeah, you all gather with your various terrible coffees or waters, sat around, and I'll let you guys play a quick scene before we go into the next bit.
All right, so here's the thing. We've been treating this as if it's a missing person investigation as well as a murder investigation, but it does seem though as if now, long story short, I have a source. The source informed me that Leia shot Sandor. I believe that they are trustworthy in this, which means that we are no longer looking for a missing officer, but are instead looking for a cop killer and a Nexus 9 turned rogue, which is more mess than I would have liked.
We spoke to Bob, and the bullet evidence does back that up, that it was Leia. She bought the bullets. Or at least she bought bullets that matched that description 2 days ago.
Right. I need to finish checking the CCTV, but if what you say is true, we should be able to match Leia fleeing rather than leaving with someone.
I don't know if she did leave with anyone. Maybe it's that guy she kept meeting there.
This
The
Styles.
Styles, yeah. Like,
All right.
like double reason to find him, right?
I
Yeah, we need
remember,
to.
Jefferson, you remember that according to Gel, she got into a metro cab
Oh,
by
yeah.
herself.
Yeah, no, you said that.
Oh yeah, and I'll share that information though as well.
Sorry, I was
as in-
assuming that was already in
Oh,
my
I
brain,
forgot,
but now
I
it
forgot.
definitely
No,
is
no,
in
no.
my brain, and now I say that.
It's all good. Don't worry. I'm going to come in with all the information because I appreciate it's a lot to do, and so I will be like going like myself.
Look, yeah, we need to. This Styles person needs to get pulled in, and ultimately retired. But we got a job to do first, so that's secondary. First of all, look, we're not gonna get this sorted until we understand Leia's state of mind. Who here knew her?
I mean,
Uh,
we're from the same line.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
what can you tell me about
I didn't
her?
hang out with her.
I mean, I knew her before she died. I didn't know this, Leia.
Oh wait, yeah, and you did share that information that she. No, you haven't shared the information
No.
that she was
She was
recalibrated.
recalibrated.
you-
No,
you got-
everyone
Yeah.
knew that.
Everyone's got that information.
Yeah.
Willis,
Oh, we
you
do have
remember-
that information.
That's
Okay,
very
sorry.
Because
start.
Quell
I-
tell you. Quell did tell
Yeah.
you guys.
Quell told me.
It's all,
yes,
it's all
sorry,
good.
yes.
I appreciate.
Yes.
So yeah, Percy and Fenner knew from their conversation, but you
Yes.
also knew because
Found
of
out
Quell.
from the.
It's all
yes,
good. Don't
yes.
worry.
Sorry.
Different information, different places. Don't worry.
The Leia I knew before was a reliable officer.
And you have no idea why she was called in for recalibration in the first place.
Olsen, what's going on with your face?
What? Oh, sorry, I have an itchy cheek.
Olsen, talk.
What? I know. I've just same as Percy. Like I had a, I definitely met the colleague.
All right, Olsen, talk less but say more.
Oh, yes, Sarge. Well, there may have been a slightly deeper relationship going on there that I have not disclosed up until this point, Sarge, because I thought you might get mad and I might lose my job.
What, that you two were fucking?
Well, yeah, but also like on a more intimate level, not just the fucking
Making love.
Well, no, I mean, like, with the relationship stuff, like, oh, I care, that stuff that you get after the fucking.
No, I don't know, Olsen.
Well, there's more.
Yeah, all right, Olsen. This intimate relationship that you had, can you, with your keen insight, tell us anything that might indicate why she went off the rails?
Game Runner, is there anything that I can remember about arguments that were memory related? I didn't remember my birthday. What? Or,
Yeah, that's why she went off the rails because she didn't get her
That was
birthday remembered. That's it. You're right. This whole plot. I think you recall she talked a lot about her memory, like she was going through stages of grief. She was saying that her core memory, it felt it was awful. You don't necessarily know the details. She would end up just you'd wake up to her crying in the corner because the memory itself was so traumatic. And it seemed these sort of night terrors that she was having with them got quite frequent. And you maybe suggest that, these beauty parlors in Sector 1, maybe there's a way they could do it, but she refused to because she didn't want to be seen as weak. And she didn't want to be, like many Nexus models, didn't want to be sent for recalibration. There's something about her memory, the core memory, that caused her a lot of issues. And that's what she would say to you, is that there was this particular memory that caused a lot of pain and heartache.
Sorry, did you say that the beauty parlors can like treat PTSD?
So I'll explain. So basically, these beauty parlors, being a Blade Runner, that some of these beauty parlors also run as augmented shops, so where you maybe replace like an arm or a leg. For replicants, you could also go there to replace things as well. Maybe replace like an eye or something, like defective equipment, like going to a hardware shop for your computer or something like that.
Okay.
Some of them, and you would know this, maybe on the illegal side, because obviously they may be trying to patch up old Nexus models. There were definitely a couple of raids back in the day where certain beauty shops got shut down for this sort of thing. So maybe you suggested that to her, but she insisted not to do that. A, because it's very risky, but B, she became adamant that this core memory was part of her. Like, it's that sort of thing where you trying to reason with someone that is very, irrational and emotional. I think it scared you a little bit in that sense. So that's what I mean by beauty parlors, is that there are places in Sector 1 whereby you can go and not only upgrade humans, but also replace parts for replicants, but it's usually on the down low.
Okay. I will relay all that. I need to go tend to Toddler Nightbot. But you guys carry on, and I should be back as soon as I can.
No worries, that's fine.
If Olsen says that, I think Fenna will relay basically everything that happened with Lilith. I don't know. She was weird about the memory that Leia had. But she wrote it. So I don't know what to do with that, if it was causing that much distress. I mean, Percy, she says she wrote yours too.
Oh yeah, she wanted to know if you liked it.
Yeah, is it nice? You having a grand old time in the memory banks?
Well, you met the person who if Leia's memory was anything like mine, then I'm not surprised she suffered with it. Though I have never had night terrors. I'm fine. Like, I've adjusted to it. It's just part of me.
Right.
I lost a sister. That's my memory. She died in front of me.
That's what they put in your head?
Yes.
What, in the aims of making you a better worker? That's insane.
I think it has provided me with a lot of insight into humanity and loss, and what might drive people to do things for good, and maybe some way to understand love.
Okay.
I have to go for a baseline test. Great timing. So I will catch up with you all later.
All right.
Fenna will walk out.
Okay.
Okay. There's a lot of information that we got to sift through here, that we got to process. So I think we can all agree we need to find this Styles guy. One of us should check out Leia's apartment, see if there's anything there that, I don't know, gives us a clue as to what happened or who she became after she was recalibrated. And I'm curious to go back to this memory bank place, because on top of everything else, the idea that there's a person installing traumatic memories into the hearts and minds of our replicant friends feels like a recipe for disaster. Or am I insane?
No, I think that's a pretty good summary of what's going on.
Sorry, Sarge.
No, go ahead.
I think it's normal. Is it not?
I think they're
Is it?
supposed to give you memories about, happy stuff. Birthday parties.
Well, how would that form a core personality?
I didn't think I'd have to explain the human experience today. Look, it's not all sunshine and rainbows and unicorns, but you and I both know that the nexuses can be dangerous, and the idea that we're installing them with traumatic memories so that they can then go and flip out doesn't fill me with confidence.
My memory is very painful. It is the most real thing that I have in my head. But it has instilled in me love and an understanding of loss. And if it is a thing to aim for, what it is to be human. I don't know that it is a problem. Leia is an anomaly, and frankly, I am more interested in what happened to her after she was recalibrated. She didn't do this before she was recalibrated. So
No,
yes,
she
I am
didn't,
also interested
but,
in what happened there.
You know what? Fine. I'm not going to debate you on the ethics of this. I will point out that if this memory was so traumatic that it's the thing that caused her to need to be recalibrated, then it does feel as if we have a pretty fundamental issue. But whatever, we'll deal with that later. Let's send someone to her house, and let's send someone to the Animoid Street, see if we can pick up Styles. Agreed?
You get a text from Fenna saying, I'll also look at the CCTV after my test.
and
BRB.
I can head to her apartment.
Mhm.
If you want to go after Styles.
Percy, how do you feel about accompanying Sarge over there to the apartment?
I think it's a good idea. I can make sure that we keep the integrity of the scene intact.
Get that pollen.
Oh, Percy wants the pollen if there's pollen.
I've
I'll
heard
say
about
also,
this thing called pollen.
I'll say Olsen's. I think this whole time Olsen's been like nervously looking between you guys, and her phone has been like proper buzzing as she keeps looking at it. And not that you can see any discerning details, but there's definitely a lot of messages saying, "Where are you? I thought we were supposed to be meeting. Where are you?" And she goes, I'm gonna." Right, and she just runs out.
Perfect impression.
I thought so. Working on it. So let's. So what I'd say. So that's going to be. We're going to merge the details a little bit, but because people are pushing through their shifts, so this is going to count for Fenna and Percy. I need you to take a point of stress on this.
Yeah, and that's from the shift we just did. So
Yes.
if we push through again, we'll take another.
Yes, basically you're going to take it until you have a downtime moment. Don't forget, you do have your signature items as well, which can relieve a point of stress.
Yeah.
But let's first go. So I know people are going different places. We've got Mel and Percy going to the apartment, which I'd like to do before we end today's session. And then obviously we've got Willis going to Ammonoid Road, which we might do next session, just to give you a heads up on that. And we'll find out what happens to Olsen, obviously, if and when Shamini returns. But
I would probably text them to be like, meet me at Animoid Road.
Perfect. We can
The
check
only
in
thing
with
I will
that, but-
flag is Olsen might really want to go to Leia's place. Just
Well, we'll
'cause
double
Shama's
check.
Not here, but...
Yeah,
true.
We'll double check. We'll double check.
yeah.
I'll give some time because let's do our baseline test, shall we? So, you've done this a few times before, Fenna, and you know the score is that you go into this very empty open room, and there's just a camera that's sort of on you, and you just repeat phrases back.
Great.
Now, I'd suggest maybe having your phone or something if it doesn't affect everything, but I'm going to send you through to Discord the first part of this. So you see your lines are replicant, and I have my lines there as well. And at the end of this little phrase, I'm going to ask you to roll empathy plus insight.
Okay.
At
each phrase or of the whole script that you've got here?
So if you look at the whole script, there's only a couple of lines for this bit.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And at the bottom, I want you to roll empathy plus insight and let me know privately how many successes you get.
Okay.
This is, imagine this, and this is me, Fiona, speaking to Emily, the actor here. It's a bit like a Meisner example.
Oh.
So I know. But basically, try to say the lines with as little emotion as possible. Don't worry about the timing. I'm not going to grade you on the script. It's obviously going to matter about the successes, but I just want you to know that's the case in this, okay? So you come into the room and you see the stool where you sit down, and it's a very bright, invasive kind of space. You feel it a lot more now, I think, thinking about all the things, and maybe your Leia is on your mind a little bit as well. And the camera switches on. You see a little bright light, red light blinking, and it goes, state your baseline.
Never trust a mirror, for the mirror always lies. It makes you think that all your worth can be seen from the outside, for it only shows your skin. And if you think that it dictates your worth, it's time you looked within.
Lies.
Lies.
What did you study in school? Lies.
Lies.
Are suspects innocent until proven guilty? Lies.
Lies.
Now roll empathy plus insight, please. And let me know privately what you get. Okay. Ooh.
I'm so excited to do one.
Yes.
It's the normal rules for success and failure, right, Fiona? There's no like different things or anything. Yeah. And I guess I don't push it.
Well, no, you can push it if you'd like to.
I might push it.
Sure. How describe to me how you push it before you
I
do.
think throughout the test, Fenna is feeling her mind like flick to Sandor's body and the sight of Sandor dead, and thinking about Leia, thinking about the conversation about memories being overwritten, remembering that night with Sandor that she knows is recent, and therefore that is now her core memory, knowing that something's been replaced, that something has changed, and she just uses like all of her willpower to just try and shut it out and just focus on the light on the camera and just repeating the phrases.
All right, so re-roll any dice that don't show a 1.
Sorry, without giving anything away on my face.
Okay.
I will say there's no 1s on the dice, if that.
Yeah, that's cool. I assume so. Have you ever retired a human by mistake? Lies.
Lies.
Do you record all irises you can? Lies.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that was a part 2. Lies.
Do you ever read suspects their rights? Lies.
Lies.
When are you ever getting a promotion? Lies.
Lies.
Do you know where Reina Undea is? Lies.
Lies.
Worth.
Worth.
Where do you go when you're lost? Worth.
Worth.
Is there something you need to confess? Worth.
Worth.
Do you always speak in a fragment? Worth.
Worth.
Do you think you have a soul? Worth.
Worth.
Do you know your worth? Worth.
Worth.
Never trust a mirror.
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 The light blinks out. Passed. Thank you. You may leave.
Thank you. I didn't do it in my accent, but I forgot.
I think you went to default mode.
I was so scared. I was reading and I was like, lies, lies, lies. Then afterwards I was like, thank you. Oh wait, that's my voice. Okay, goodbye.
You were channeling Percy's logic.
Yes,
yes,
I
that
think
was exactly it.
that's what
Yeah.
because I think you were focused on stuff. So yeah, again, I assume you did do it in your accent, so it's all fine. But I'd say for this, then as this sort of finishes, you take a moment and you go then, as you sort of said, to the Esper network to see if you can find some more stuff. For this, you're going to have an advantage on it because you had it from last time. You almost have your like browsers open from before. I kind of like.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll
So
for
many
me.
tabs.
So many tabs. Roll for me an intelligence tech check for me, please.
Intelligence tech. Okay. With advantage, did you say?
With advantage, so take the
So-
lowest die and roll that as well, and add all the successes together.
One success.
One success. Would you like to push the roll at all?
Yes.
Okay. How do
Yes,
you
I would.
push this? How do you?
I
justify it to
find
me?
the other page full of 20 tabs that I also had open and start clicking through those too. I was
Yeah.
like, I've only got one of the pages of 20, and I was like,
Yes.
oh, there was a whole other
That's
thing.
another thing. Yeah. All right. Roll it. Roll the ones that don't show a one.
Still one, but I've also got a one, so that was a
Okay, so you got a success and a failure.
I can push it twice.
You can push it twice if you would like to. You will definitely get you're still going to get a point
I keep the
anyway. of stress,
one,
but
yeah.
yeah, so you're desperately looking through all these things. now,
This
but
dice
yes.
is a 10. It should do better, and it does. So it's now 2 successes.
2 successes. Take that point of stress, though.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking about you're not sure how exactly you got past that baseline
Yeah.
test, thinking about Sandor and thinking about memories, but you did, and so I think it is weighing on you slightly.
Yeah.
So, for you narrow it down and you think back to what Willis said about his encounter with Jell Schuyler at Kill Magazine, about she got in a metro cab. And Emily, I'd like you to go to handout J,
It's
part
fun when I.
1.
This is actually
Yes.
particularly fun because I'm the one who's seeing
You got to do it.
yeah.
So yes, you've got your hand up.
I will just say I obviously said everything that all of the
You didn't say
information that I was
Jill.
given I shared, but I didn't say where I got it from.
Apologies.
Just to be
Yes.
clear.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yes. But you knew that she got into a cab of some sort.
Yes, knew that you got into gap, shared that, and I will also say, if it's possible, with everything that we just said, I also think I probably would hang around to try and help Fenna do this, if that's okay. Can I
Wait,
be hovering?
I'm going to have you for the next little bit. Then.
Yes,
So
great,
yeah. So
okay,
you come in
cool.
at this point as Fenna has just finished up, and she has found this particular seed. So you can see it is the outside of Nightclub Row. Sorry, I forgot. I need to put this in our actual chat as well, so that people can actually see it. Sorry. So yeah, you can see that this is like a still taken from the. There we go. It's still taken from some sort of Esper network CCTV, and you can see there's a lot of things, but you can see right at the back of the image there is a metro cab, and it looks like an individual is getting inside of it. And this at point, Willis, you enter the room where Fenna is working.
Sarge,
What have you seen?
I think I've got her. Here, she'll like point at the screen and sort of show where the cab is.
Mhm.
Which, oh, I see. It's the yellow thing in the like.
Enhance,
Right.
enhance,
Yeah.
enhance.
I'd
I
like
was
to
gonna say-
enhance the image.
Computer, enhance.
With the
I mean,
cab.
fully.
Yes, I think again, and this is you helping. I think I'm not going to make you roll for this or anything like that. I think you're just going to enhance the image, and Fenna's like, "Yes, Sarge," and so this is where Emily part 2 comes involved. So
Yeah.
put up part 2.
Wow, technology these days.
I know. So what you get from this? Oh, she says trying to put it into the actual chat.
I think that's her.
You see her getting into the metro cab, and more importantly, although it's not very clear on this image, the metro cab license plate is
4R4.
taken. Absolutely, but yeah, it's clearly her getting into this metro cab, and it speeds off. You can make a note of vaguely where it goes, but it gets lost in the crowds because ultimately those people getting metro cabs, they are trying to avoid being detected in some way, and you can see the crowd of people with their umbrellas start to obscure the view as well.
Can I also ask a question? And maybe this is something that we'll discover later. It looks like she's holding something, right?
Yep.
Looks like she's holding a gun.
Oh, is that
Is that a gun? Oh, I think it's her
Well,
clothes.
Oh,
then-
fine. Under her right arm, I thought she was holding something, but okay, never mind.
I think. Oh, right, not a big gun. Sorry, no. I think she's just holding like a umbrella or something. Sorry, I thought you meant further down. Yeah. No, she's not
Right.
not holding a big gun. Hang on, retcon that.
It almost looked like I thought she was holding like a black bag.
It looks
but
like
Yeah,
a
I
big
think-
bag under her
I think
arm.
yeah, it would be
So
her normal bag that you guys would have again, if she's off the clock or something like that, but again, it might be at her apartment. You're not so sure.
Sure. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, well, there we go. 4 out of 4.
All right. Can we run the numbers?
What numbers?
Can we run the numbers?
Run the plate?
Yeah,
The
run
metro
the plate.
cab? Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, or we just go talk to the metro people, right? And just
I mean, let's do
Pull
both,
them in.
right?
okay, I'll run the numbers.
I don't know if that's a thing that we can do.
You know that at the LAPD you could send a request, but it might take ages.
It's gonna
You're
take
better off-
ages, Sarge. We might as well go down there.
I don't know. I've spent 2 scenes describing the metro cab in my opening sequence. Maybe you could go there. I don't know. But yes, you can. It's better off, as officers, going in and talking to people is your better chance of getting results than using the LAPD. But yeah, you managed to at least know that she got in a cab and used it to get out of the club that night.
How come you're
Okay.
checking up on me, Sarge? Worried I would fail my test?
I wasn't concerned with you failing your test. It's my job to check up on you.
Okay.
All right, let's go. We're
Right.
gonna speak to a man about a taxi cab.
All right, so it sounds like both of you are going to head off in the direction of the Metro Cab and Anemoid Road / for the next shift.
Yeah.
So we'll put a pin in that for now. We might come back to that next session, but we'll go to those folks going to Leia's apartment. I think both Mel and Percy, you are stopped by your spinner by Olsen, who's like, I feel like I should probably come. For reasons. I'm just gonna get in the back until you need me. Great. And she sits in the spinner. And like you can see, like her phone is still, but oh, perfect. Her phone is still buzzing slightly. I just said, Shami, that you sat back into you're coming along with them to the apartment. So.
Okay. Is it all right if I don't and I take you at that exit you gave me, which was excellent as an exit?
Great. I think you go. You know what?
Sorry.
I actually.
You're about to set off.
You go, wait, no, priorities. And you go, just drop me off here at my spinner. And then you get into your spinner and we'll come back to you at the end. No problem.
I need to prove I can have a successful relationship.
Amazing. Well, we'll go to Leia's apartment first.
As Olsen leaves, Percy will, as we're pulling away again, say, "You knew she was seeing Leia, right? Everyone knew she was seeing Leia."
I tell you what, with work gossip, it just goes in one ear, right out the other.
Okay.
I wasn't 100% on
Okay. I just
her name until quite recently. I just called her the one that talked a lot.
That's fair. And we
But I've always known your name, to be clear.
British, right, Sarge?
Oh, well, that's my nickname. But I know that your name is... I'm just
Sarge, I
messing
know
with you,
you know my
Percy.
name. Another great one.
Another great one indeed. So you make it to
Is
Leia's
this how you
apartment.
drive a spinner? I don't drive either, so
There's
We're
a lot of
crashing
this
into a
business.
wall.
Yeah, there's a lot of like lots of pedestrians diving out the way as you go off into the air in the spinner. Leia's apartment is easy to find. It's in the same similar block to where you guys are. Like for those people who work very close with the LIPD, certainly the replicants, you're not necessarily in the same tower, but it is you again looking at it'll be the same floor plans as your folks' certainly Percy and Fenner's apartments are. It's a small studio apartment in Sector 5. As you arrive at this place, looking up, these skyscrapers go off, high, and you know that. Again, looking at the address, she's on the 13th floor, and as you get in, you see, the elevator is out. Typical. And as you sort of slowly but surely taking your time to go up the stairs, maybe waiting a little bit. Again, not to assume anything, but I feel Mel might take her time getting up the stairs, maybe resting at maybe a couple of mezzanine levels. you get the distinct impression that you are being watched by the number of other people that are here. Definitely human, from what you see. Like, there's a lot of people that are just sat out camping out on the stairs. And you know that here in society in Los Angeles, a lot of people can't afford houses. So the lower levels are often made into these sort of makeshift camps with unhoused folk. If you can't afford your buildings, it's often a lot cheaper to move out into the stairwells themselves and just hope for a chance that you'll be able to buy back your mortgage or buy back in for the next month's rent, perhaps. As you make it up the stairs and climbing it, you pass by a couple of other residents who give you very angry stares. And as you head up to Leia's door, on it you see the words "skin job" has been graffitied. And as you sort of come up to look, the door opens from across the hallway, and a gentleman wearing one of those horrific string vests, very ruddy in the face, and this absolute waft of whiskey hits both of you. He's like, "You here because of a skin job?"
Flash my badge. LAPD.
Oh,
Yes, we are.
Oh, about fucking time. You gonna take her in?
I'm not sure she's going to be at home. Have you seen her?
I mean, not for the last couple of days. All I hear is noise complaints, screaming, caterwauling, crying. I've told her to shut the fuck up, otherwise I'll come and make her shut up. Why, are you
Good
friends with us?
stuff. No, as previously established, police officer.
And sort of looks over your shoulder and sees Percy. But you're friends with one of them.
You got a problem with replicants?
Yeah, I do, if they take our housing.
Maybe you'd want to hurt them. Sounds like.
I have not a violent bone in my body. And he sort of pudgy finger to pudgy chest a little bit.
Didn't
I
you
wish
just
to
say
violate
you'd
anyone.
go around and make her shut up?
Yeah, with my fat words. But she screamed really loudly. Something was happening.
When?
A couple of days ago.
Percy's checking the guy's fingertips to see if he's got any red paint on them.
Get your hands off me.
I mean,
There's
not with his
Oh,
eyes.
visually.
Did he do this graffiti?
Yeah, there definitely looks to be some sort of red pour in it, and actually you can see by the stairwell, but inside of his house there seems to be empty spray cans. Sorry, I thought you came up and were like.
Defacing property is a crime, sir.
Ooh.
What my friend said.
Make for me. Either one of you can make it and someone else can help. It's an empathy manipulation check to get him to back down this aggression. He's definitely on the cusp of it. So both of you, they're in force. Yeah.
I've got a D10, a D6 in manipulation. What do you have?
I have a D8.
So shall I help? Is that the wiser way to do that? How do I help?
Yeah.
So how you help? So it's an empathy. So roll your empathy roll die, and then your manipulation roll, and then if you're helping, you actually contribute your base die for the manipulation. So you'd add a D6. I believe that's what you said you had, Lowri. So if Mel was running it, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Mel, is a D10, D8, and a D6 you'd be rolling all together.
And I don't roll anything.
You don't roll anything. No, you just contribute.
My empathy is D8 and my manipulation is D8.
Oh, great. So yeah, 2 D8s and a D6 then.
Okay.
And let me know what you get.
Okay. 7 and 8 on the D8s and a 4 on the D6.
All right, you get 2 successes.
I'm just going to flash my gun. Just very low key.
Ooh,
Just
love that.
I'm reaching with something in my pocket and I just...
There's a moment where, again, the picture of you two. So we have a sort of an older-looking woman, sort of like not necessarily police material, and then a very geeky-looking gentleman behind him who are staring down this sort of man in a wife-beater string vest, right? And there's a moment where he's like, you can see his hand sort of grips a little bit, and then you flash your gun, and he goes, "Officers," and he just shuts the door.
Give me an excuse, man. Just give me an excuse.
I hope you don't think that I overstepped there, ma'am, but... Well, he got under my skin a little bit.
He was gross.
Shall we?
We shall.
Do we knock first? How do we do this?
So you go to the door, knock.
Police!
There's no answer.
Open up.
No answer.
Nobody's home.
You try the door. It is locked currently.
Percy has his gloves on and is handing Mel a pair of gloves as well. Sarge.
All right. I feel like Percy's going to try and like break his way in, perhaps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do an intelligence tech roll for me, please.
Oh, all right, great. I thought you were going to ask for something strong then. Fantastic.
I mean,
No,
I might ask
no,
if you
2d12s, that's fine.
if you fail, I might ask for Mel to like boot it in, so it might be something different. So.
That is a 4 and a 9, so,
Okay, so
one success.
One success so far. Yeah. So again, it takes you a little bit of time, but you're able to bypass the lock, and as you do so, you open the door, and this is where another crime scene is coming in for you. Handout K for you, Emily, when you get a moment. And this is what you see. She says, also trying to put it into the chat as well. That's it, handout K. The room itself is quite well organized a little bit. Like it's very similar to your own possibly person. Definitely something that when you eventually show this, maybe this, if you take a picture of this scene to Fenna, very similar layout to all officers have. It's a little bit disheveled in places. You can see there's like food stuff and items around a unmade bed, but it's clear that there's no one here. You take a quick moment, you go in, both of you check around the different rooms, the bathroom, the closet, all those places. There is nobody here at this point. And again, to remind you folks, as you're looking at the space, you don't need to roll anything. If you see something that you'd like to investigate, just let me know. But I can tell you that you can see like there's the bed, there's a couple of like books, the kitchen itself, there's bedside table, all those things there, and like a desk as well, off in the corner, as you can see.
I'm just going to look for anything that feels out of place or odd that I wouldn't expect to find.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Percy will look at this jar of butterflies. Is that what that is?
It is a jar of butterflies. You can see, like on our small table next to the sofa, there is a small butterfly jar with several surreal yet beautiful butterflies in it. As you sort of go up to it, you can tell instantly that they are artificial, because also why would they be? Yeah, very unique and beautiful looking at them. For yourself, Mel, your eyes drawn to another like desk or like another little table, and it has on it looks like a book that's open, and as you read it, you can see it's a collection of poems by William Blake that's opened at a familiar picture. Sorry, I can see the chat happening in our own little chat, which makes me laugh. Tilly, if you've got your Discord open, I'd love you to read the poem aloud for me. I've just put it in our chat.
Ah, the tiger. Love this one. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What hand dare seize the fire? And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? What the hammer, what the chain? In what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil, what dread grasp dare its deadly terrors clasp? When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb make thee? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry?
And as you turn over the page, you notice that the next page, which would have the rest of the poem on, has been ripped out. So, yeah, and so you see both the butterflies and this poem, which are new clues for you guys.
Is the photo by the bed significant?
I'm so glad you asked.
Oh.
This is handout L for you, Emily, when you get a moment. As you go
I've
to
got
this...
mascara in my eye.
Oh, no. Don't cry. As you go up and you pick up this image, you can see it is a picture of a young girl. And Mel, there is an awful, awful resemblance to someone you saw earlier. It looks very similar to Sarah Tyrell. And I'm going to call the session there for a second. I'm going to end the session there whilst you, as you pick this up.
What the actual fuck?
Uh-oh. So it doesn't have a mustache. That's what I thought.
It doesn't have a mustache. That's what's happening in our Discord chat. We're going to call the session there so we can reveal that, yes, that you have got to Leia's apartment. You have found these bits of information. And more importantly, a picture of what seems to be a picture of Sarah Tyrell here in a photo frame. Well, with that, I'm going to hand it over to the other RPGeeks. Don't cry, Emily. I know it's so sad.
Hand it over to someone that isn't me.
I'll hand it over to Shamini. If Shamini's okay to do our little bit of an outro, but we'll also go to our cast as well. Go for it, Shams. Oh, you're on mute as well, Shams. Just let you know.
I am.
It's all going well.
Yeah, it's going
Professionals.
fantastically. Everything was fine. Everything continues to be fine. Ignore the crying. Ignore the crying person in the corner. It's all fine. We have had a fantastic episode 2 of Blade Runner with our lovely guests. I'd love to hear more about where we can find you and support the awesome stuff that you do. Tilly.
You can find me on the gram at Tilsty. And as for what I'm doing at the moment, not very much.
Folarin.
Tilly, that's not true. You've got your really cool voice acting thing that you're
nothing.
doing.
I
Plug
fully
that.
believe that Tilly
What
is
thing?
on
The
holiday.
thing where you do like reels for people.
Oh, well, that's my business. I'm not going to...
You're allowed
That's
to plug whatever
usually what you plug
Tilly.
when
No,
you
I'm
plug
not
things.
really
It's usually your
plugger.
business.
She's not a plugger.
Yeah.
no, they're
Folarin,
different worlds, you know.
Folarin, do you have any other worlds that we could have a sneak peek into?
I have, you know what? I literally have an Afrofuturist world that you can explore. It is called Even the Stars Will Fall. It is a comic book that I'm currently kickstarting. We're in the final week-ish of said Kickstarter. It's already been fulfilled, and the comic book has already been written and drawn. So this is just to print it and get it in your hands. So if you are interested in Afrofuturism and stories that explore the clash of modernity and tradition and family secrets, then please come through and support it. You will be able to find it on Kickstarter. Also, if you find my socials, Akinmade, usually A__king_made, sometimes without the underscores, you will be able to find me and then find links to that.
It looks
Also,
so pretty.
and really importantly, I have a gesture for the show, Blade Runner. I don't know if you saw this earlier, Fiona. It's this.
Blade Runner.
Running.
Oh yeah,
I
because
love
we're
it.
like running, but with
I did not see
blades.
that.
It's
I
like-
love that.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's like
Yeah.
urchins, but
I
not.
love it.
I love it.
Exactly. It's more intense.
Urchins,
It's more.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but we're not doing. It's like a.
It's just once.
Yeah,
Blade
but,
Runner
but
one.
we're cool, so we're
More than
just-
one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Once
just-
is cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. And Lowri.
Hello, you can find me, Lowri Davies on Blue Sky, and I never plug anything. I think I'm in Magnus Protocol, which should be returning. What month is it? In a few months. So you've
What
got
day
a
is
few
this?
months to catch up with season 1 and 2/3 of season 2.
That's
I
great.
think.
Amazing.
Do it. Go. And Fiona and Emily and I, we are the RP Geeks, and we have things to plug. I shall plug the Blue Sky. Are you on the Blue Sky? You should follow us on the Blue Sky. We post all about what we're doing there. We're also on the Gram. I will plug the Gram. Go to the Gram. Follow us there. See, I posted the beautiful art.
Beautiful
Mike did
art.
for us that
Thank
you
you,
can see
Michael.
around.
Yes.
Anywhere else? Occasionally on Threads.
Instagram. We've done Instagram.
It was
I mean, YouTube.
YouTube.
I mean, yes. Where are you right now? If you're not on YouTube, be on you. Get to YouTube right now.
Also, someone subscribed to us on Twitch the other day. Don't do
Oh,
that.
no,
We don't stream on there anymore. We stream
No.
here on
We
YouTube.
We're on
Don't do
YouTube.
that.
We're here.
Cancel that.
We're here.
Don't-
And podcast platforms.
Don't
of
give
course.
Bezos your money. We're here. Give it to Google.
Google.
Sorry.
No, but you don't have to give Google money. You don't have to give Google money.
no
You give
money.
Patreon
No
money.
money.
Patreon's the place to give money.
Yes. Which brings me to, oh my god, we have a Patreon. That's our thing to plug.
Yes.
It is very fun. If you're enjoying these series, we talk more about these series on our Patreon, like often session zeros, sometimes in between. So you kind of get to hear a little bit more behind the scenes of us kind of fangirling, basically, over the series. And also we chat about random shit. It's great. Once a month we just the RP Geeks, we just share. It's actually brilliant.
It's called Behind the Geeks.
It's called Behind the Geeks. It's great. And if you do follow us on support us on Patreon, you can be inserted
You're doing
into
great, Shamini.
With your
the
consent
world.
into the
It's
world.
not fully with your consent, but like be aware
Shamini.
that it will happen. Oh, because I said inserted.
No.
Well,
just,
what-
it's not fully with your consent. I would argue being the thing.
Yeah,
if
out
you
of
subscribe to the
context,
Patreon,
that's
that is
fine.
something that
that
happens.
is consent.
it is with
just
their
be
consent.
aware that is the consent. Yes, you should just be aware. But we will put you into the world of the show, and we would like to today put you into the world of Blade Runner 2037, and we've picked two excellent patrons. Our first patron is, I believe, Neil. And I would
Neil.
call upon the cast to think of a place where Neil could be in our
think-
little show.
I think
Neil's a
Neil's
taxi cab driver, if ever I've heard
100
taxi cab driver
Maybe,
name.
I mean,
Right.
probably wasn't the person driving the cab that took Leia away, because maybe that's
Or maybe
important.
That seems
But or maybe
know
it's
what?
not.
I'll tie it in if necessary.
Neil. Neil is the name of the cab driver. There you
Yep.
go. You are the
Yeah,
cab
yeah,
driver.
yeah.
You're going to be a key part, Neil.
Yeah.
Hope you're ready for this.
Maybe
We're about to come and
accidentally
like slam your head against the wall and be like,
transported a
"Tell us
criminal."
everything."
Oh dear, you've been involved in crime. Sorry, Neil. But you've got a job. This is all good. You've got a job in the beautiful dystopian future. The patron is Valerie North.
Valerie.
Hey.
Oh.
Nice.
Can
Oh,
Valerie
that's
be the
interesting.
person that Leia pushed out of the way? So, like, she was about to get in the metro,
No,
but then
yes!
Leia's like, "No, this is
Oh,
my
Valerie
cab."
really wanted to get in. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
they
just
got
standing
pushed out
there
the
in the
way,
rain,
yeah.
being like,
Yes.
"My
I like
cat."
the idea that Valerie North, they had like lots of like bags and like they had lots of stuff ready.
Big
and then
umbrella.
Big
yeah.
umbrella, all that
Yeah.
sort of thing, and they were left like the water
That's
maybe went over them
sad.
as the
Sorry, Valerie. That actually sounds really rubbish.
Valerie and Neil are not
always
having
No,
a
no,
great
no, no,
time.
no, no, no. Because they got splashed as the taxi cab took off, but
Yeah.
it then instigated a meet cute.
Amazing.
There you go.
They met the
Folarin
love of their
saving
lives.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Folarin. This
absolutely.
is what
Whoa,
we
look at that.
Very
need.
nice.
Thank you.
With that, we will leave you there for this week. But don't forget, if you're watching us live, to tune in next Wednesday. We stream on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. UK time. And we've got several exciting episodes of Blade Runner 2037 left to go. We will see you in the dystopian future. Goodbye for now.
Bye, Blade.
Cut you.
Run it.